Okay, so the first question says, if p square is equal to 32 by 50, then p is a whole number, integer, rational number, or irrational number. Let us look at that. See, if p square is equal to 32 by 50, then we can cut these two numbers. So it becomes 16 by 25. So if p square is 16 by 25, then obviously p is under root of 16 by 25. And if you solve this, this comes out to be 4 by 5. So the p value comes out to be 4 by 5. But 4 by 5 is a rational number. Okay, 4 by 5 is a completely rational number. So option number C is right. P will be a rational number. Now, the distance of the point minus 6, 8 from x-axis is, let us draw the x-axis and let us try to locate this particular point. Let me have this, the segregation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. We can write the number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then on the negative side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can write down the numbers -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, and so on. So we have to locate the point -6, 8. So here goes the line of -6. Okay, and it has to go till 8. So we can join it like this. Okay, so this becomes your -6, 8. This is that particular point, -6, comma 8. They're asking for the distance of the point -6 from the x-axis. So where is our x-axis? This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So how much is this distance? Obviously, this distance is 8 units. Okay, so the right answer becomes 8 units. Now, the number of quadratic polynomials having zeros -5 and -3 is. Okay, so as they say, the zeros are -5 and -3. So let the zeros or the roots are alpha and beta. So we can write alpha equal to -5 and beta is equal to -3. This is what we have assumed. Okay, now we are supposed to find out the equation. So the equation in the form of alpha and beta is given as k times x square plus sum of root x, sum of root x minus sum of root x plus product of roots or product of zeros, product of roots. Okay, and that is equal to 0. This is how we find out an equation. So for that we need to do the sum first. Okay, so in terms of alpha beta, what we can write it as x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, that is the product, and that should be equal to 0, where k is what? K is any real number. Okay, k can be varied from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So k is any real number. So let us do it. K times x square minus alpha plus beta, that is -5 -3, x plus alpha beta, that is -5 into -3, and this is equal to 0. So let us solve further. K x square -5 -3 is -8, and it becomes plus 8x, and this is becoming plus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the final polynomial that is coming. So how many such polynomials can be there? That will depend on the value k. Okay, k can be any real number. So there are multiple real numbers. The real numbers are more than 3 also. So we cannot limit that to 1, 2, or 3. The k can be any number. It can be more than 3 also. The right answer is more than 3. That is D option. Next, the point of intersection of the line represented by this 3x minus y equal to 3 and y-axis is given by. Okay, so the line, the first line is 3x minus y equal to 3. This is the first line. Let us say the first equation. The another line is y-axis, and the equation of the y-axis is x equal to 0. That is the equation of the y-axis. So these are the two equations. They are asking for the point of intersection of the line represented. So point of intersection will be the solution of these two equations. How we can solve these two equations? We can put the value of x equal to 0 in the equation number 2. Okay, if we do that, this gives us 3 into 0 minus y equal to 3. So it gives us y is equal to -3. So that is the particular line which intersects the two portions. So what is the point of intersection? Okay, what is the point of intersection? If the y value is -3, so the point of intersection will be, obviously the x value is 0 as they have already given. So the point of intersection is x is 0 and y is minus 0. This is the point of intersection, and that is the right answer, which is option A. Next, the circumference of two circles are in the ratio 4 is to 5. What is the ratio of their radius? Okay, so we know this formula for circumference will be uh, the formula of circumference is 2 pi r. Circumference of a circle is given as 2 pi r. So they say the ratio of the circumference is 4 is to 5. So let us say the first circle has got a circumference of 2 pi r1 divided by circumference of the other circle is 2 pi r2, and this ratio is given out to be 4 by 5. So we can anytime cut the 2 pi part. So what is the ratio of r1 by r2 coming? It's coming as 4 by 5 only. So that should be the right answer. That is option D, 4 is to 5. Next, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial this, then the value of alpha plus beta is, okay, so the polynomial is written as x square minus 0x. We can write 0x for that, minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, let us compare this polynomial with the standard form. Standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is the standard form. Now, they are saying the value of alpha beta to be found out. The standard form can also be written as x square minus sum of root x minus sum of roots x plus product of roots. Okay, plus product of roots. This is how also the standard form can be written as equal to 0. So now if we compare this thing, if we compare these two equations, we can easily get the sum of roots is that sum of the root is becoming 0, and the product is becoming, how much is the product becoming? Product is becoming equal to minus 1. Okay, these are the two things we are getting. The sum is becoming 0 and the product is becoming minus 1. So we can easily write as the sum is becoming 0 and alpha and beta will be the root of that. So alpha plus beta will be equal to what? 0. So the sum of the root of this particular equation is nothing but 0. That is option number D. Next, cos square theta minus sin square theta minus 1 upon sin square theta is in simplified form is, let us try to solve this. Cos square theta over sin square theta minus 1 upon sin square theta. We have to find out the simplified form of this. Let us take the sin square theta as LCM as common. So what is there on the numerator side? Cos square theta minus 1. What is cos square minus theta minus 1 is minus sin square theta, because there is an identity that sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, and this is cos square theta minus 1. So we can simply write this as minus of sin square theta, and in the denominator already there is sin square theta. So if you cut this, you're going to get the answer as minus 1. Okay, so that is going to be the right answer, option number D, minus 1. Okay, let us go to the next question. If triangle PQR is similar to triangle ABC, PQ is equal to 6, AB is equal to 8, and the perimeter of triangle ABC is this much, then the perimeter of triangle PQR. Let us draw the triangle first. There is a triangle PQR. Okay, triangle PQR, and there is another triangle that is similar to triangle PQR, that is ABC, and as they indicate, PQ is 6 and AB value is 8. The perimeter of ABC triangle is given as 36 centimeters. Okay, so as we know that if the two of the triangles are similar, then we can write like PQ by AB, that is the two corresponding sides. The ratio of the corresponding side is equal to the ratio of the perimeters. Okay, ratio of the perimeter. So perimeter of triangle PQR divided by perimeter of triangle ABC. Okay, the ratio between the two corresponding sides of two similar triangle is equal to perimeter of the both the triangles. So this is how we have written it. Okay, PQ by AB can be written as 6 by 8 is equal to perimeter of triangle PQR, that is unknown. So that is that let us write that perimeter of triangle PQR divided by perimeter of triangle ABC, that is already given out to be 36. So this is what we get. Okay, now we can solve for the perimeter of triangle PQR. Perimeter of triangle PQR is nothing but, if you solve this here also, this is 3, this is 4, and 4 cuts the 36 by 9. So triangle of PQR comes out to be 9 into 3, that is 27 centimeters. So this is the perimeter of triangle PQR as asked. So option number B is the right answer. Next, they say if the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 has two real and equal roots, then c value is equal to. Okay, as we know, when the roots are real and equal, when the roots are real and equal, what do we get? We get discriminant equal to 0. That is, what is the discriminant? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So if b square minus 4ac equal to 0, then b square is equal to 4ac. So we have to find out the value of c. So the value of c is b square over 4a. So that is the right answer. Value of c is b square over 4a, and that is available in option number D. Next, in the given figure, D is parallel to BC. Okay, D is parallel to BC. There's a line missing here. So D is parallel to BC like that. And if AD is equal to 3, AB is equal to 7, E is equal to 3, then the length of AE is. Okay, so we can see that this has been already done here, 7 centimeters. So let us assume AE value as X. Okay, let us assume the AE as X. What we are saying, let AE is equal to X centimeter. Okay, let AE is equal to X centimeter. Then we can easily say the value of AC is nothing but X plus 3. Value of AC is what? X plus 3 centimeter. Now, what else is given? AD, AB and BC are already given. So we can write AC value is equal to AE plus EC, and that is what we have done here. AC is equal to X plus 3 centimeter. Now see, these two lines are parallel. So in a triangle, when there is a side parallel to the third side is drawn, so both the triangles become similar. So we can easily write triangle ADE is similar to the triangle ABC. The two of the triangles are similar. So if that is so, we can easily write AD by AB is equal to AE by AC. These are the corresponding sides. AD as to AB is equal to AE as to AC. So we can anytime write the value AD and AB, we already know. So we can write 3 by 7 is equal to X by X plus 3. And if we cross multiply, when we can solve for X, so it is going to be 3X plus 9 is equal to 7X. So 4X is equal to 9. X value comes out to be 9 by 4, that is nothing but 2.25 centimeter. Okay, X value is 2.25 centimeter, and that's what X is nothing but AE as asked in the question. So the AE value comes out to be 2.25 centimeter. That is available in option number B, and that is the right answer. Next, what is there in that? A bag contains 5 pink, 8 blue, 7 yellow balls. One ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability of getting neither blue nor pink? So what is in general the probability is? The definition of probability, or the rather formula for probability, is number of favorable outcomes, divided by number of total outcomes. That is what is probability. Number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total outcomes. That is the probability's definition. Now, what are the favorable outcomes? The favorable outcomes are we should not get the blue or the pink ball. So if we don't want to get the blue ball and we also don't want to get the pink ball, then obviously we are looking for to get only the red ball, only the yellow ball rather. Okay, so how many yellow balls are there? Are 7. So the number of favorable outcomes also become how much? 7. Okay, the number of favorable outcome also become 7. So in the numerator part, it will be a 7. Then the total number of outcomes can be, there are total number of balls which are 5 plus 8 plus 7. So this can be the probability. What is that? 7 divided by 8 plus 5, 13 plus 7, 20. So that is the required probability, 7 by 20. That is available in option number C. Next, the volume of a right circular cone whose area of the base is itna 156 centimeter square and the vertical height is 8 centimeter. Okay, we have to find out the volume. Okay, so let us know the area first. Okay, the cone's base of a cone is nothing but a circle. Okay, we know that base of a cone is nothing but a circle. And how much is the area of circle? Circle's area is nothing but pi r square, and that's value is given out to be 156 centimeter square. Okay, that's value is given out to be 156 centimeter square. What else? They are saying the vertical height. Okay, so if vertical height is given, so h value comes out to be 8 centimeter. Now we are supposed to find out the volume. What is the formula for volume of a cone? Is nothing but 1 by 3 pi r square h. So we can write 1 by 3, and in place of pi r square we can write the value as 156, into, in place of h we can write the value as 8. So this is what we are supposed to find out. We can solve this. 3 5 is 15, 3 2 is 6. This is going to be 52 into 8. That is going to be 416 centimeter cube, and that is going to be the right answer. Volume is equal to 416 centimeter cube. Option D is the right answer. Okay, now next, what is there in 13? They are saying 3 chairs and 1 table cost rupees 900, whereas 5 chairs and 3 table cost rupees 2100. If the cost of 1 chair is X and cost of 1 table is Y, then the situation can be represented algebraically as, okay, so X is the cost of 1 chair, Y is the cost of 1 table. So we have to represent 3 chairs and 1 table. So it has to be 3 into chair cost, that is X, plus 1 into table cost, that is Y, is equal to 900. So it becomes 3x plus y is equal to 900. This should be the first equation. Then they say 5 chairs and 3 tables. So it has to be 5 into 1 chair is x, plus 3 into 1 table is y. So 3y has to be equal to 2100. So this is nothing but 5x plus 3y is equal to 2100. Okay, this is equation number 2. So the answer should contain these two equations only, and which is that particular option which is containing this. 3x plus y is equal to 900 and 5x plus 3y is equal to 2100. So that is available in option number C, and that is the right answer. Now, question number 14, what else is given? In the given figure, PA and PB are tangents. So we can write this PA and PB are the tangent drawn from the external point P to a circle with center C and Q at any point from the circle. Q is any other point on the circle circumference only. Then the measure of angle AQB is required. Okay, so what can be done about this? Okay, see, the angle APB is given to be 55 degree. Okay, so if you want to know the angle ACB out of this, that is nothing but the complementary angle. This is a theorem that the angle drawn between the two tangents of a circle is uh, and the angle drawn between the on the center of the circle is complementary. So angle ACB is complementary to angle APB. We can write it here also. Angle ACB is complementary angle of, is a complementary angle of angle APB. So if it is complementary angle, then their sum should be 180 degree, or the other can be found out by subtracting it from 180 degree. So angle ACB is nothing but 180 minus 55 degree. How much is that? That is going to be 180 minus 55. That is going to be your 125 degree. So that is the measure of angle ACB. So this is coming out to be 125 degree. Now we are supposed to find out angle AQB. See, angle AQB will be half of the angle ACB, because there is a theorem that the angle drawn at the center of the circle is double to the angle drawn to the any other part of the circle. Okay, we can write it like this: angle subtended by an arc, angle subtended by an arc at the center is equal to twice of angle subtended on the any other part of the circle, subtended on any other part of the circle, that is the theorem of the circle. So using that, we can find out your angle AQB, which is the angle drawn by arc AB. If you can see that arc AB has drawn two angles. The at center it has drawn ACB, and on the other part of the circle it has drawn AQB. So angle AQB will be half of angle ACB, and that is nothing but half of angle ACB's value is 125. So it is going to be 62.5 degree, and that is the right answer, 62.5 degree, option available in the option A. Okay, let us go for the 15. What is there in that? A card is drawn at random from a well shuffled 52 playing cards. The probability of getting a face card, as you know, probability is nothing but favorable outcomes. Favorability is nothing but favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. Favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. Now, what are the favorable outcomes for us? They are supposed they want to get a face card in. So how many face cards there in a pack of 52? So we have got how many face cards in a pack of 52? So there are total 12 face cards, 3 in each suit, and total number of cards are 52. So probability becomes simply 12 face card are there and 52 overall playing cards are there. So the probability becomes simply 12 by 52. If you cut this number further, 4 3 ja 12 and 4 13 ja 52. So the answer is 3 by 13, option available in the B option. Okay. Now, if theta is an acute angle of a right angle triangle, then which of the following equation is not true? Okay, let us try to establish the equations and verify one by one. One is sine theta over into cot theta. So in place of cot theta, we can write cos theta over sine theta. And if you cut this, you get only cos theta. So this one is becoming true. Okay, let us see the other one, cot theta, tan theta. So in place of cos theta, let us it be cos theta. In place of tan theta, we can write sine theta over cos theta. In this way, cos theta will be gone, so we'll be only left out with sine theta, which is also available. So that is also right. If you look at this, cos x square theta minus cot square theta. Okay, cos x square theta minus cot square theta is the third option. So that is an identity itself. Cos x square theta minus cot square theta is nothing but an identity. So this is also right. There's no problem with that. Let us look at the option number D. Tan square theta minus sec square theta is equal to 1. That is, seems to be wrong because the correct identity is sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So if you solve this, this comes out to be, the left hand side comes out to be minus 1, which is wrong. Okay, right hand side is 1. How can the left hand side come as minus 1? So option D is correct, and option D is the only thing which is wrong. Okay. Now, if the zeros of the quadratic polynomial this x square plus a plus 1x plus b are 2 and minus 3, then we are supposed to find out the value of a and b. Okay, let us just quickly see it. So the polynomial is given like that. So we can find out the sum of zeros or the sum of roots. Okay, sum of roots are what? Roots or zeros are same. Sum of is nothing but alpha plus beta. Okay, and the value is can be calculated as minus b over a. What is the b value in the equation? Is the a plus 1. What is the a value? A is 1. What is the c value? C value is nothing but b. So we have to supposed to find out minus b over a. So minus b is minus a plus 1 over a. A is nothing but 1. So it's HED equal to minus a plus 1. This is the sum. Okay, this is the sum. What is the product value? Product value is nothing but alpha beta. Okay, and that is what is given by c by a from the equation. So what is c? C in this equation is b. So it is b by a. A in this equation is 1. So it is simply b. So the product is b. The sum is minus a plus 1. Okay, so let us do the sum. Sum of the roots are 2 and minus 3. So 2 minus 3 should be minus of a plus 1. If you solve this further, this is minus 1 is equal to minus of a plus 1. So minus gets cancelled. So a value comes out to be 1 minus 1, 0. So the value of a is coming out to be 0. Let's go by the product. Alpha beta has to be b, and product is 2 into minus 3 should be the value as b. So this gives me b value as minus 6. So a value is 0 and b value is minus 6. That is available in option number D, and that is the right answer. Next, if the sum of first n terms of an AP is this much, and its common difference is 6, then first term is okay. Sum of the first n terms of an AP is given out to be 3n square plus n. Sn is given out to be 3n square plus n. Okay, the sum of one term will be how much? For that, we need to put n equal to 1. If you put that, this is going to be 3 into 1 square plus 1. How much is this? 3 plus 1, that is nothing but 4. So sum of one term is 4. Sum of one term is nothing but the first term itself. Okay, sum of one term is nothing but the first term itself. So a values comes out to be 4 only. That is the first term. Option number D is the right answer. Now, question number 19. They are saying statement assertion questions are there. We are supposed to see the statement and the assertion and the reason both, and we have to supposed to verify it one by one. Okay, they are saying if 5 plus root 7 is a root of quadratic equation with rational coefficient, then its other root is 5 minus root 7. Okay, and the other statement says third roots of quadratic equation with rational coefficients occur in conjugate pairs. Okay, this is the second one. See, if you do the sum of roots, Okay, if you do the sum of roots, how much is that? If you do the sum of root, how much is that? It is going to be 5 plus root 7 plus 5 minus root 7, and that comes out to be 10. Okay, and 10 is nothing but a rational number. 10 is nothing but a rational number. Okay, similarly, if you do the product of these two, that is 5 plus root 7 into 5 minus root 7. What does this give you? A plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square, that is 25 minus 7, that is nothing but 18. That is also a rational number. Okay, that is also a rational number. So we can easily conclude that means both the statement and both the assertion and reason are true. A is also true and reason is also true, and the assertion and reason are both true in their independent senses also. Okay, so that is going to be the right answer, option number A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion also. Yes, the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Reason was surd roots of a contradiction with rational coefficient occur in conjugate pairs. Yes, they are occurring in a conjugate pair. 5 plus root 7 and 5 minus root 7 are nothing but the conjugate pairs. That is proven by Sridharachar also. So yes, option number A is right. Next, statement assertion. Assertion is theta between 0 to 90 degree, that is theta is an acute angle. Cosec theta minus cot theta and cosec theta plus cot theta are reciprocal of each other. That's what they say. Okay, so let us look at the thing. And the other one is given as cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. See, the reason is definitely true because reason is nothing but an identity. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. This is nothing but an identity, trigonometrical identity. So this is definitely true. There's no doubt about that. What about the other one? Cosec theta minus cosec theta, cot theta and cosec theta plus cot theta are reciprocal of each other. Let us try to prove this. Okay, what all we can do about this is, see, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So this is a square minus b square situation. That is nothing but a plus b and a minus b. This is how we can separate. Let us separate. So this is going to be cosec theta plus cot theta into cosec theta minus cot theta is equal to 1. Okay. So we can anytime shift cosec theta plus cot theta is equal to 1 over cosec theta minus cot theta. Okay, is equal to 1 over cosec theta minus cot theta, and this proves that one is the reciprocal of the other one. Cosec theta plus cot theta is the reciprocal of the other one, and the vice versa is also true. So the assertion is also true and the reason is also true. And if you look at carefully, then you will see that your reason is the correct explanation of assertion. We have just proven it. Reason is the correct explanation of assertion also. So the option number A becomes a right answer. Okay, so what is given in question number 21? There is section B, and we are supposed to find out in part A is show that 6 to the power n cannot end with digit 0 for any natural number n. So let us write 6 to the power n first. This is how 6 to the power n is written n, and if we break this into prime factors, that is 2 into 3, it becomes 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power n, or we can write this as 2 to the power n into 3 to the power n. This is how the 6 to the power n can be broken in the factors. But 6 to the power n for any natural number n ends with digit 0, it must be the prime number 5. Okay, you can only end the 6 to the power n end in 0. It can only end in 0 when there has to be at least one power of 5. There has to be at least one power of 5. Otherwise, it cannot end in ever 0. So for that case, we need to have any power of 5 in the prime factorization, which is not available. We just have 2 and 3 only, powers of 2 and 3 only. So that's why we can easily say that 6 to the power n not 6 to the power n cannot end in, can never end in a 0. Okay, so that is the answer. This is how we have proved it. 6 to the power n cannot end in 0. Let us do the B part of the question. What is there? He's saying find the HCF and LCM of 72 and 120. So for that purpose, we need to do the factors of 72 and 120 both. If we do the factors of 72, it comes out to be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. These are the factors of 720, 72. And if we do the factors of 120, they are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So these are the factors of 120. So for the purpose of highest common factor, we have to take the common highest. So 2 and 2 are common. Then another set of 2 is common. Then another set of 2 is common. Then another set of 3 is common. Now this 3 has not got any pair, and this 5 has also not got any pair. So this cannot be included in the least common multiple. So let us keep down the values here. 2, 1, 2 for both 2, another 2 for both 2, and another 3 for the other pair. So how much this becomes? 2 to the 4 to the 8, 3 to 24. So the LCM of 72 and 120 is 24. Let us find out the HCF, sorry, the HCF of 72 and 120 is 24. Let us find out the LCM now. For the purpose of LCM, we can do multiple methods. There is one method like this, which you used to do in earlier classes. We can divide the numbers by a common divisor. So it goes like this: 36, then this is 60, then we again divide, this goes 18, this goes 30, then we can again divide, this goes 9, this goes 15, then 2 cannot be taken as a common divisor, we have to take 3. So 3 3 is a 9, 3 5 is a 15, we can take another 3 for making it 1 and making it 5 still there, but again we can take a 5 for making it all 1 1. So the product of these terms is nothing but the least common multiple, so which is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. How much this comes out? 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 24 3 the 72 into 5 is going to be 360. So the LCM of the two numbers 72 and 120 is nothing but 360. Now, what are they saying is a line intersects y-axis and x-axis at a point P and Q respectively. If R215 is a midpoint of the line segment PQ, then find the coordinates of P and Q. Let us draw this. Okay, let us draw the line, how it has been there. So this is a kind of a y-axis. This is kind of a x-axis. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. This is your origin, which is 0, 0. Okay, this is your origin point, which is 0, 0. And here is the line, as they say. Here's the line which crosses the y-axis and the x-axis. It cuts the y-axis at P. So the coordinate at this point is 0, comma y, because the x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is y. The other point is Q. The coordinate of this point is, see, it cuts the x-axis at 0. So and it cuts the it cuts the it is not, it's not available at y. So the y coordinate should be 0 and x value they have given as x. Okay, so x 0. Let us take the coordinate of point Q as x 0 and the coordinate of P as 0, comma y. And then they are saying they have a middle point R. Then they are saying they have a middle point R, the coordinate of which are 2, 5, as they say. So this is the situation. Now we are supposed to find out the coordinates of P and Q when the center point is given. So we'll have to use a midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula or the section formula? We can also say this midpoint formula or the section formula when the line is getting divided in two equal halves. So midpoint formula says the coordinate of the midpoint. Okay, let us say the coordinate of midpoint. Okay, that is going to be x. The coordinate of midpoint, that is say x1 is equal to, or the x rather, x mid, let us take x mid is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, and y mid is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. These are the midpoint formulas. So for the x coordinate of the midpoint we have 2. So we can put the values x1, let us take the 0y as x1 and 0 x0 as x2. So for 2 is equal to 0 plus x divided by 2, and similarly y midpoint is given as 5. So 5 is equal to 0 plus y divided by 2. The x1 x2 and the y1 y2 has been taken up. Now if you solve this, this gives you x value as 4 and the another one gives you y value as 10. So these are the values of x and 4, y and 10. So we are supposed to find out the coordinate of P and Q. So the coordinate of P and Q were assumed to be 0 and y. So we have got the coordinate of P as 0, comma 10. Similarly, the coordinate of Q were assumed to be x, comma 0. And we have found out x as 4. So is going to be 4, comma. So these are the right coordinates of P and Q respectively. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, what is there in the next one? Find the length of shadow on the ground of a pole of height 18 meter when the angle of elevation is theta of the sun is such that tan theta value is given out to be 6 by 7. So let us draw the figure for length of the shadow of the ground of a pole. So let's have a pole first, and the height of the pole is given out to be 18 meter, and it is having an angle of elevation from the ground that is given as theta. So theta is also there. One more thing, what else they have given? We can name these values also. Let us name this as A, this as B, this as C. And they are asking us to find out the ground distance from this pole to the point of observation. So let us have the ground distance as X meter. Let us take the ground distance as X. Now, uh, tan theta is already given. So let us apply in triangle ABC. If you see triangle ABC, let us apply tan theta. How much is going to be tan theta? Is going to be perpendicular over base. How much is the perpendicular? Perpendicular is AB. How much is the base? Base is X. But tan theta value is already given in the question. So we'll just take 6 by 7 is equal to AB's value is 18 and X is X. And we are supposed to find out X using this. So if you cross multiply, X becomes 18 into 7 by 6. And if you cut this becomes 6 3 ja 18 and 7 3 ja 21 meters. So the X value comes out to be 1021 meters. That's what they had asked. How much will be the distance from the pole to the point of observation? That is going to be 21 meter. Now, if the given figure PA is tangent to the circle drawn, PA is there and it has a tangent to the circle drawn, as they say, this is the tangent. And APBC is the second to the circle with BC as a diameter. So the BC is the diameter. So obviously BO becomes the radius. OC also becomes the radius. And there is an angle 130 given of angle AOC. Then find the measure of angle APB. So we are supposed to find out the angle, this one. Okay, we are supposed to find out the angle APB. This is what we are supposed to find out. Okay, so let us just understand what all is given. So we can say that angle AOC, AOC is already given out to be 130 degree, but angle AOC is sum of angle AOP plus angle AOC. Okay, angle AOC is the sum, not the sum rather. Angle AOC is the sub, is can be written as 180 minus angle AOP. Angle AOC is nothing but 180 minus angle P. Reason is because angle AOP and angle AOC form a linear pair. Okay, they form a linear pair. Linear pair is what? Linear pair is that the angle of the line is 180 degree. Okay, so if it is divided into two parts, then the other angle is obviously 180 degree minus the first angle. So this is how we can find out angle AOP is nothing but 180 minus 130 degree, which is nothing but 50 degree. Okay, so this is what we have got. The angle AOP, here it is. Let us mention here the angle AOP is coming out to be 50 degree. Okay, let me rewrite this. It's coming out to be exactly 50 degrees. Now, let us take on the other side of the figure. Now, uh, in triangle AOP, if you see in the triangle AOP, see the angle sum is always 180 degree. Angle sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So we can easily write angle APB plus angle AOP plus angle OAP has to be 180 degree. What all angles do we have got? See, we have got angle APB is supposed to be calculated. So we have not got angle APB's measure. So angle APB is as written that. Angle AOP we just calculated out to be 50 degree. So we can put 50 degree in place of angle AOP plus angle OAP. See, angle OAP is going to be 90 degree. Okay, is equal to 180 degree. Why angle OAP is going to be 90 degree? Because the OA is the radius to the circle and PA is the tangent to the circle, and tangent tangents are always perpendicular to the radius of the circle. Okay, this is the theorem. Tangents are always perpendicular to radius of the circle. For that reason, angle AOP is nothing but 90 degree. So using this, we can easily find out angle APB to be 180 minus 90 plus 50 is 140, which comes out to be 40 degree. So this is the measure of the angle APB is nothing but 40 degree. Now, there are two parts divided for question number 25. First is in the given figure, ABC is a triangle in which DE parallel BC. This is not, the other line is missing, so it has to be DE parallel BC. If AD is equal to X, DB is equal to X minus 2, A is equal to X plus 2, and EC is equal to X minus 1, then find the value of X. Okay. So this is the figure given, AB, AC, DE, and everything is given. So as they say, D is parallel to BC. So because D is parallel to BC, so we can easily write that the basic proportionality theorem, the BPT theorem, the basic proportionality theorem is applicable. The basic proportionality theorem is applicable, which says that if in a triangle the side, one of the side is parallel to the line joining the other two sides, then the triangles are similar to each other. So this is what is basic proportionality theorem. So using this, we can easily say the triangle. You can say the triangle, rather in place of triangle, we can write AD by DB is equal to AE by EC, because that's what has basic proportionality theorem indicated. The AD by DB, the AD part is to DB is equal to AE by the EC. Okay, so let us put on all the values which is given. So in place of AD, I can write x minus 2 is equal to x plus 2 over x minus 1. Okay, let us cross multiply and try to find out x. If we cross multiply, we're going to get x square minus x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 2x minus 4. So using this, we can easily calculate. So it's coming out to be minus x is equal to minus 4, or we can say x is equal to 4. And that's what was ours. X equal to 4 is the right answer. Now, the next part, diagonal AC and BD of a trapezium ABCD with AB parallel DC. This is again AB parallel DC. Intersect each other at a point O. Show that OA by OC is equal to OB by OD. This is what we are supposed to prove. Okay, let us look at the figure given. Okay, the figure given to us is a trapezium. So we know that in a trapezium, these two sides should be parallel to each other. This is what is the first thing that we know about trapezium. That these two sides are nothing but parallel to each other. So let us establish some connection between triangle. Let us take two triangles, triangle OAB and the other triangle OCD. Okay, which are those two triangles? OAB, this is the first triangle that has been taken, and OCD, this is the other triangle that we are comparing these two triangle. And if we do that, angle AOB is equal to angle COD. The reason being, see, angle AOB, this angle is equal to angle COD. What is the reason? They are vertically opposite. So let us write it here, because they are vertically opposite angles. Okay, vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay, vertically opposite angles. Okay, so they are equal. Another, let us take on angle ABO is equal to angle CDO. Logic being, angles of the alternate angles of the parallel lines. Okay, as we say that DC is parallel to AB, so these are the two lines parallel. So how I can say that angle ABO is equal to CDO? That is, we are saying angle ABO, this angle is equal to angle CDO, this particular angle. So if you have a transversal like this, okay, if you have a transversal like this, then we are talking about this particular angle. Angle ABO is equal to angle CDO. So this has to be equal to this particular angle. So these are interior alternate angles. Okay, these two angles are said to be interior alternate angle in a parallel line. So because of the same reason, in our triangles also, ABO is equal to CDO, and the reason is they are interior alternate angles of parallel lines. Interior alternate angles of parallel lines. Okay, of parallel lines. So that's why they are equal. Then we can have another pair of interior alternate angle. That particular pair is angle BAO is equal to angle DCO. That is another pair of interior alternate angles of parallel lines. And another pair of it. Angle BAO, which one is that? Angle BAO, this one. They are saying BO is equal to angle OCD. Why is it so? Then because we can have one more transversal like that. Okay, the transversal goes this way now. And we are saying this particular angle is equal to this particular angle. They are another interior alternate pair, and they are equal in nature. That's what we have used in the both the triangles things also. Now using this, there can be applied as angle. Three angles are equal, so we can easily say triple angle similarity. So triangle OAB is similar to triangle OCD using the angle axiom. Okay, angle axiom of similarity. Using that, we can say these two triangles are similar. And when the two triangles are similar, the sides have the equal ratio. The sides, corresponding sides, right? Rather, the corresponding sides have equal ratio. Have equal ratio. The corresponding sides of the two similar triangles have equal ratio. So we can easily write OA over OC. That is the corresponding sides of first triangle and second triangle. OA over AC has to be equal to the another pair of corresponding sides, that is OB, that is OB divided by OD. Okay, that is OB divided by OD. So this is what was required to be proved and has been proven. Next, find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points A63 and B minus 25 is divided by x-axis. Okay, so we need to draw this line first and then we can understand what all situation is given to us. What all they're saying, the ratio in which the line segment joining the point A63 and B minus 25 divides. So let us draw a little line like this. This is a line drawn. This is the point A. The coordinates are given to be 6, 3, and the another point B coordinates are given to be minus 2, minus 5. And let's have the point P here. We don't know about the in what ratio this point P is dividing the line, and they are saying is divided by x-axis. So let us assume this is the x-axis only. Let us assume this the point P lies on the x-axis only. So coordinate of x-axis is coordinate of any point over x-axis is nothing but x comma 0, because the y coordinate is always 0 on the x-axis. So let us say the P point has got x comma 0. Now what are we supposed to do? Let us assume one thing. They are asked for the ratio in which the particular point divides the x-axis divide the line. So let us say the ratio is the ratio in which, let us say the ratio in which x-axis divides x-axis divide the line is k is to 1. Let us take the ratio as k is to 1. So let us say this is the k part and this is the 1 part, and P is cutting the line segment. Now let us start something. Okay, then we can use the section formula. There's a section formula whenever a line is cut, divided, or distributed in a particular ratio. The section formula comes in the scene. What is the section formula? Is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 over m1 plus m2. This is for the x coordinate of the point that is cutting the line, and for the y coordinate it is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 over y1 plus y2. This is for the y coordinate. So these are the two coordinates that is there. So let us put our values. M1 is going to be k for us. See, this is going to be k for us, and m2 is going to be 1 for us. And x1 x2 we can take as x1 x2 x1 y1 as a point, and we can take x2 y2 as b point. So this is what we have taken. Now let us put the values inside. X value will be x for our case also. M1 x2, m1 is going to be k, so it's going to be k into minus 2, k into minus 2, and m1 x2 plus m2 x1. This is what we are doing. So we have taken k into minus 2 for the m1 x2, and m1 x2 plus m2 x1. m2 value is 1 into x1 value is 6 divided by m1 plus m2, that is nothing but k plus 1. Similarly for the y, which is 0 for our case, so let us put 0 is equal to m1 y2. m1 is k, y2 value is minus 5 plus m2 y1. m2 is nothing but 1, y1 value is 3. 1 into 3 divided by k plus 1, that is m1 plus m2. So if we solve this, okay, if we solve this, we're going to get what? We're going to get minus 5k plus 3. This is the second one, divided by k plus 1 is equal to 0. So that gives us k is equal to directly 3 by 5. So that comes out to be k is equal to 3 by 5. Using this, we can say the ratio was k is to 1. So we can say the ratio is 3 by 5 is to 1, or we can say the ratio is 3 is to 5. So this is what the required ratio that was supposed to be found out. The answer is 3 is to 5. Okay. What is there in the next question? Find the HCF and LCM of 26, 65, 117 using the prime factorization. So let us do the prime factorization. We are doing the first part. 26 can be factorized as 2 into 13. Then 65 can be factorized as 5 into 13. And 117 can be factorized as 3 into 3 into 13. So if we try to make the pair of it for the purpose of HCF, okay, we are doing the HCF part first. So what all factors is common? 2 is not common to all, 3 is also not common. So only 13 is common to all. Okay, only 13 is common to all. See, the 13 can be taken in all three factors of all three numbers. So the HCF simply becomes how much? 13 is the HCF, because that is the highest common factor available in the prime factorization of both all the three numbers. Let us go for the LCM. We have a simple method for LCM. We can do it like that. Okay, we have 26, we have 65, and we have 117. We can do them By factorization, let us start with a very prime factor, it is 2. So 2 can only divide 26. Rest of the numbers can be just written like that. Then we can take 3. If we do take 3, 13 is not divided, 65 also not divided, but 117 is divided by 39. If we take one more 3, the 13 is not divided, 65 as it is, and it is again a 13. Then 3 will not work out. We'll have to take 5. So let us take 5. So 13 is remaining as it is. 65 becomes 13 and 13 is as it is. So we can directly take the 13 here, which will do 111 for us. So the LCM can be written as the multiplication of 2. Okay, so the LCM can be written as multiplication of 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 13. Okay, if you multiply them together, how much is 2 3 is 6, 3 is 18, 5 is 90, and 90 into 13 is going to be 1170. Okay, so that is the final LCM of all the three numbers using the prime factorization method. Let us take the question number B, the B part of the question, which is prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Okay, let us take on this one. Okay, so they are asking us to prove that root 2 is an irrational number. So we'll do the other way around. Okay, we'll do the other way around. We'll first say let the root 2 is a rational number. We'll first say let the root 2 is a rational number. Okay, then if this of our thing is contradicted by some of the mathematical properties, we'll say that we were wrong. So root 2 has to be an irrational number. So first we are taking as let the root 2 is a rational number. This is what we are first taken. Now, if the root 2 is a rational number, so what are rational numbers? Numbers are the number which can be written in the form of a by b, where a and b have to be co-prime. So I can let us assume root 2 is can be written as a by b, where a and b are nothing but the co-prime numbers. Okay, then only we can say that the root 2 is a rational number. So if we write root 2 is equal to a by b, then obviously b root 2 becomes a. Now let us square on both sides. If we square on both sides, if we square on both the sides, what do we get? We get 2b square is equal to a square. This is what we get when we square on the both the sides. So now if you see this particular expression, 2b square is equal to a square. So see, 2 divides b square, because it is clear that 2 is b square is a multiple of 2. So 2 divides b square, that is very evident from here. So if 2 divides b square and 2b square is equal to a square, both the sides are equal, then obviously that means that a square is also divisible by 2. A square is also divisible by 2. Okay, this is what is the conclusion. If 2 divides b square, then a square is obviously divisible by 2 also. So we can write what? That if a square is divisible by 2, then see, if a square is divisible by 2, then this is an important point coming. A is equal to 2c. Okay, for any value of c, for any integer value of c, for any integer value of c. Okay, a can be written as 2c, because a square is divisible by 2. So a will also be divisible by 2, and a, let's say a is equal to 2c. If a is equal to 2c, then how much is a square? A square is nothing but 4c square. A square is nothing but 4c square. But a square in the other equation was 2b square is equal to a square. We had written this. So a square was equal to 4c square. So we can come back down there and we can write one more thing here is that 2b square is equal to 4c square. In place of a square, we have written 4c square. So 2b square is equal to 4c square. This is what we have got. Now, what else is there? Okay, let us take this forward. Now 2b square is equal to 4c square, and if we cut this, we're gonna get what? B square is equal to 2c square. This is what we get. B square is equal to 2c square. This is what we get after that. Now we can easily see that 2 divides. We can easily see that 2 divides c square. So therefore 2 should divide. So 2 divides b square as well. Okay, so 2 divides b square as well. That was the theorem, that if 2 can divide the right hand side, 2 should divide the left hand side as well. So 2 divides the b square as well. This is what we result get. So if 2 divides b square, so 2 should divide b as well. Okay, if it divides the square part of it, it should divide the b as well. So if 2 divides b, so this is what we have got. Now but there is a situation here. Earlier we obtained that 2 is a common factor of, we obtained that 2 divides a. Look at here, a square is divided by 2. So A is also divided by 2. We got it here. A is equal to 2C. Look at this. Okay, A is equal to 2C, and here we are getting 2 divides B as well. So we are getting two results here. One result is saying 2 can divide A. Okay, the one result say 2 can divide A. 2 can divide A, and the another result say 2 can divide B also. 2 can divide B also. Okay, so there is a common number which is dividing both A and B. So we are getting a common number. We are saying a common number, a common divisor, which is common divide. 2 is the common divisor. 2 is the common divisor which is dividing both A and B, which is dividing both A and B. So now A and B cannot be co-prime. A and B cannot be co-prime because they have a common factor. Cannot be co-prime number. Co-prime is are the number which don't have any common factor, but A and B are getting divisible by a similar number called 2. So A and B are not co-prime number. So if A and B are not co-prime numbers, then our first explanation, which had root 2 can be written as A by B, where A and B has to be co-prime numbers, is completely false. It has been completely rejected by this mathematical calculation. So A and B are not co-prime numbers. It's a false assumption. So that means root 2 is also not a rational number. So that means root 2 is also not a rational number. Not a rational number. Okay. That means root 2 is what? That means root 2 is nothing but an irrational number, which was supposed to be proven by us. It is a irrational number because our philosophy of making it like that has been proven wrong. A and B are getting the two co-prime numbers. A and B are not the co-prime number. So our philosophy is getting wrong. So root 2 is not a rational number, but it is rather a irrational number. Okay, so in the question number 28, what they say is in the given figure, E is a point on the side CB produced of an isosceles triangle ABC with AB is equal to AC. So, and AD is perpendicular to BC. AD is perpendicular. This is a sine straight line. AD is perpendicular to BC and EF is also perpendicular to AC. Then prove that triangle ABD is similar to triangle ECF. This is to be proven. So let us see the triangles ABC and ECF. So in the triangle ABC and ECF, it is given that ABC is an isosceles triangle. So AB is equal to AC. But there is a theorem that angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle, angles opposite to equal sides of a triangle are also equal. This is a theorem, are also equal. So if we use this, that means angle opposite to side AB is angle C, and similarly angle opposite to side AC is angle P. So angle C becomes equal to angle B. Okay, this is all is happening in triangle ABC. AB is equal to AC. So angle opposite to AB was C. So angle C is equal to angle B. This is the first thing that we have done. Let us take this as question number 1. Now let us take on those two triangles for which we have to prove the similarities. Triangle ABD and triangle ECF. Let's take them together and let us see what all is there. See, the angle EFC is equal to 90 degree, and so is the angle ADB. Why? Because angle ADB is nothing but 180 minus angle ADC, which is nothing but 180 minus 90, that is equal to 90 degree. Okay, because the angle, see this particular angle is going to be 90 degree because these two forms a linear pair. Okay, and linear pair has got an angle of 180 degree minus the other angle. So this way we can verify that angle EFC is equal to angle ADB. This is the second thing we note about it. Okay, then other one, if you see from equation number 1, angle C is equal to angle B. So we can write angle, and angle C is equal to angle B. So we can say that angle ADB is equal to angle EFC, that we have already proven from the above fact. And because the opposites angles are also equal, so we can also say that angle ABD is equal to angle ECF, and this we have brought from question number 1, because angle B was equal to angle C, so we can say angle ABD is equal to angle ECF. So these are the two corresponding angle pairs of the two triangles for which we are studying. So that means we can apply the angle-angle axiom. So using the angle-angle axiom, we can say angle-angle axiom of similarity, we can say that triangle ABD is similar to triangle ECF. This has been proven by the angle-angle axiom. Now, there are two parts in this question. The first part is sum of two numbers is 15. If the sum of the reciprocals is 3 by 10, find the two numbers. Okay, so let us do the first part first. Okay, let us say the numbers are x and y. Okay, let the numbers are x and y. So what is the first thing? Now, sum of the numbers is 15. So x plus y is 15. Okay, sum of the numbers is 15. So let us take x plus y is equal to 15. Similarly, they say the sum of their reciprocal is 3 by 10. So reciprocal of x is 1 by x plus reciprocal of y is 1 by x. They say this is to be 3 by 10. This is the another equation given. Okay, we can solve the and see from equation number equation number 1, we can replace y is equal to 15 minus x, and we can replace 15 y is equal to 15 minus x in the other equation that we have formed. So if we do that, we're going to get what? 1 upon x plus 1 upon, in place of y, we can keep 15 minus x is equal to 3 by 10. Then we can solve this, the LCM being x and 15 minus x. And above we get 15 minus x plus x. Okay, if we solve this, this comes out, and this is equal to 3 by 10. If we solve for x, the value of x is coming out to be 15 into 10 is coming out to be 3 times of 15x minus x square. If we solve this further, this constitutes a quadratic equation x square minus 15x plus 50 equal to 0. We can break this using Sidrachar also, or we can break this into the factors also. If we break this into factor, then what we're going to get? X square minus 10x minus 5x plus 50 is equal to 0. If we break it further, this is going to be x into x minus 10 minus 5 taken common, so x minus 10 is equal to 0. The two factors coming out to be x minus 10, x minus 5 and x minus 10 equal to 0. So if we find out the values, so one value of x is 5 or the other value is 10. So these are the two value of x coming, 5 or 10. Okay, so we are supposed to give them the number. If x equal to 5, then y is equal to 15 minus x, so y is equal to 10. Similarly, if x equal to 10, then y is equal to 15 minus x, that is 5. So ultimately the numbers are 5 and 10. Okay, that is going to be the answer. The numbers are 5 and 10. Next part of the same question. Okay, let us do it downward. Okay, what is the second part? If alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, this find the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. Okay, let us write the equation. What is the equation? The equation is x square minus 7x plus 10. Okay, x square minus, this is the b part that we are doing. This is the b part that we are doing. X square minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. This is the equation. Alpha and beta are the roots given for this particular equation. So if we want to know about this equation, see, sum of root x, that is alpha plus beta, we know that is going to be minus b by a, and the a here is 1. A is 1 in the equation, b is minus 7, and c is 10. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. If we put the value of my b there, so my b is minus 7, so minus b should be 7 by 1, that is 7. So this is the alpha plus beta value. What is going to be the alpha beta value is the product of root x is equal to c by a. I've got my c as 10 and a is 1, so it's coming out to be 10. So alpha plus beta is coming out to be 7. Alpha beta is coming out to be 10. I need the equation for which I need to find out the alpha square and beta square, or either the sum of the alpha square plus beta square and also the product of alpha square beta square. These two things I need to know to frame the equation. For getting the alpha square plus beta square, what I can do in this particular equation where alpha plus beta is equal to 7 is given, let us square on the both sides. If you square on both sides, okay, let us square on the both sides. So what do we get? Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta is equal to 7 square is 49. Okay, now I can put the alpha beta value as 10, as I know the alpha beta value is 10 here. So if I do that, it's going to be alpha square plus beta square plus 20 is equal to 49, which gives me alpha square plus beta square value as 29. Alpha square plus beta square value is coming out to be 29. Now I need to frame an equation. And one more thing, we have to also to find alpha beta whole square, or the alpha square beta square. that is nothing but alpha beta's whole square, and alpha beta value is already 10, so alpha beta square will be 10 square, that is 100. Okay, now how the equation is framed? Equation is to be framed by square minus sum of root x, sum of root x plus product is equal to 0. This is the standard way of framing an equation when the sum of the root and the product of root is given. This is how we form the equation. So we have the sum of the root alpha square plus beta square is 29, and we have the product of root, that is 10 square, that is 100. So let us write the equation: x square minus 29x plus 100 is equal to 0. So that is the required equation: x square minus 29x plus 100 equal to 0. Now, what is there? Prove that 1 plus sec a upon sec a is equal to sine square a upon 1 minus cos square a. This is what is required to be proven. So let us do it. Okay, let us take the left hand side first. Let us take the left hand side part. 1 plus sec a over sec a. That is the left hand side. Let us replace sec by 1 upon cos. So this gives us 1 plus 1 upon cos a divided by 1 upon cos a. Let us solve this further. This gives us cos a plus 1 upon, this was 1 plus cos a upon 1. So that is nothing but 1 plus cos a only. Let us do some conjugate multiplication with 1 plus cos a. 1 plus cos a into 1 minus cos a upon 1 minus cos a. So what we have done is we have multiplied the 1 plus cos a and divided by the same term called as 1 minus cos a. If we do that, on the numerator side, you can see it is like a plus b and a minus b. So expression should be a square minus b square. That is 1 square minus cos square a. That is on the numerator side, divided by 1 minus cos a is the only thing that is left out. And what is 1 minus cos square a? 1 minus cos square is nothing but sine square a as per the identity. 1 minus cos a. This is not sine a. This is 1 minus cos a. And what is 1 minus cos square is nothing but sine square a. And the denominator is as it is 1 minus cos a. So we have proven the right hand side. So we can say LHS equal to RHS, and hence proved. Now, if a circle, in a circle of radius 21 centimeter, an arc subtends an angle of 60 degree at the center. So let us make the circle first. This is the circle. Okay, this is a center. It creates an angle of 60 degree from the center. There is an arc. So let us have our arc. Let us call this arc as arc AB. And on the center O, it is creating an angle of 60 degree. This is what is given. Find the area of the sector formed by the arc. Also find the length of the arc. So we are supposed to find the area of the sector also. So we need to know the formula for area of sector. Area of sector can be calculated as theta by 360 degree into pi r square. That is the formula for it. So how much is the theta created? Theta is 60 degree. So we can write it as 60 by 360 into pi value is nothing but 22 by 7, and the radius of the circle is given. They say the radius of the circle is 21 centimeter. There where they give it. So let us write 21 into 21 pi r square. Okay. And if we further solve this is 6 times, and 7 cuts the 21 by 3. So we remain with 22 into 21 into 3 into 22 into 21 into 3 into upon 6. 3 upon 6. So if we solve this further, this comes out to be 22, that is 11 into 21. This comes out to be 11 into 21. That is nothing but 231 centimeter square. So that is what the area has come. Area of the sector has come out to be 231 centimeter square. The first part is done. Let us do the other part. In the other part, he said, find the length of the arc. Okay, we are supposed to find the length of the arc. So there is one more formula for the finding out the length of the arc. Length of the arc can also be found out by theta. The formula is theta divided by 360 degree into 2 pi r. So let us use the formula. We know theta is 60 divided by 360 into 2 pi r. That is nothing but 2 into 22 by 7 into radius is 21 itself. Let us cut the numbers. This is going by 6. So 2 cuts 6 by 3. Then 3 cuts the 21 by 7, and 7 cuts 7 itself. So here where the length of the arc comes out to be, 22 centimeter, and that is the right answer. Okay, now the next question is there with us. We have got two parts in this section. First part is two tangents TP and TQ are drawn to a circle. with center O from an external point T, prove that angle PTQ is equal to twice of angle OPQ. This is what is the first thing that has to be proven. Okay, so we need to, the diagram is already drawn. We don't need to do any particular modification in the diagram. We can use it by, you can draw it, we can solve the question by this diagram only. So let us first assume that angle PTQ, for which we have to do the proof, is equal to x degree. Let us assume this thing, that is angle PTQ, this particular angle, let's say this is x degree. This is what we have assumed. Now, see, there is one more observation, that is TP is equal to TQ. Okay, the two tangents TP and TQ are drawn. So whenever the two tangents are drawn, so there's a theorem, tangents from external point, from an external point to the circle are equal. Okay, that is the particular theorem. The tangent drawn from the from a similar point to the circles are also equal in length. So we can say that TP is equal to TQ. Let us use this fact. If TP is equal to TQ, then we can say the triangle TPQ becomes isosceles triangle. Triangle TPQ becomes isosceles triangle. Okay, because a triangle has got two sides as equal, so it becomes a isosceles triangle. Now what we can say, angle TPQ is equal to angle TQP is equal to half of 180 minus x. Why we can say that? Because angle opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So angle TPQ is opposite to side TQ, and angle TQP is opposite to side TP. So these two angles should be equal. That's why it is written as angle TPQ is equal to angle TPQ. Angle opposite to the equal sides are also equal. And how much will be the value of those angle? Will be half of 180 minus x. Why? Because the angle sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree, and the rest of the angles are that nothing but half of the 180 minus x. So, and how much is that coming out to be? If you use the fact, this is nothing but 90 minus x by 2. Okay, one more thing, angle OPT is given as 90 degree. Angle OPT is going to be 90 degree. Why so? Because tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius. We know the fact that tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. If we use this fact, then we can say that angle OPT, which one is that? OPT, this particular angle, the whole angle OPT is going to be 90 degree. This particular angle is 90 degree because the tangent and radius have to be always equal in nature. Okay, so we can write it here as angle OPQ. So if we do this 90, so angle OPQ is equal to angle OPT minus angle TPQ, because that has been constituted by these two angles. So let us put the values that we have. 90 degree is for OPT minus 90 minus x by 2. That is for the another angle, that was your angle TQP or TPQ. Those were equal. Okay, this comes out to be angle value comes out to be x by 2, and that is nothing but half of angle PTQ, because we had assumed x to be angle PTQ only. So it comes out to be half of angle PTQ. So we can easily relate now that our angle PTQ is nothing but half of, or the PTQ is equal to twice of the angle OPQ. Okay, twice of the angle OPQ. This is what we can prove using this particular thing, and we have proved it. So this is how it goes. Okay, let's go for the another part of this particular question, part B. What all is given there? A circle touches the side BC of a triangle ABC at point P and touches AB and AC when produced at Q and R respectively. So we can see this in the particular figure, that the side BC of a triangle ABC at a point, the circle is touching the side BC. The side BC is here and touches the circle touches it at point P, and AB and AC produced at Q and R respectively. The side AB and AC are produced at Q and R points also. They also are the part of the circle. We have to prove this. AQ is equal to half of perimeter of triangle ABC. This is what we have to prove. Okay, so let us do something. Okay, what can be done about it? See, we have to prove AQ is equal to half of the perimeter. What we have to prove? Let us write it here. AQ is equal to half of perimeter of triangle ABC. Okay, perimeter of triangle ABC. This is what we have to prove. Now, what is perimeter of triangle ABC? If you want to write perimeter of triangle ABC, if let us write this, what all is this? This is nothing but AB plus BC plus CA. That is what is perimeter. Okay, now let us just break it somewhere. AB is as it is AB. What can we write for BC? We can write for BC as BP plus PC. That constitutes BC only. Similarly, what we can write for CA? Let us write just CA for C right now. Okay, now what we can do? This can be written as AB plus, in place of BP we can write BQ, and in place of PQ we can write CR. Okay, in place of PC we have written CR, in place of BP we have written BQ, and CA remains as it is. Why so? Why BP is written as BQ? Because see, from the point B there are two tangent drawn, one is BP and one is BQ on the same circle, and tangent drawn from the external point both to the circle are also equal in nature. So that's why BP is equal to BQ. Okay, because the tangent drawn from the same point to the circle are also equal. So BP is equal to BQ. Similarly, why we have written PC equal to CR? Because tangent drawn from the point C, CP and CR are also equal in nature. So we can write CP in place of CR or CR in place of CP. That's why these two changes have been done here. So if we further extend this, what do we get? Uh, AQ, this is nothing but equal to AQ plus AR. Why so? Why this is equal to AQ plus AR? Because length of the tangent from external point are again equal. Okay, this is nothing but equal to AQ plus AR. Why that is happening? Because BP is equal to already BQ and PC is equal to already PR. And AQ becomes AQ, and this all sum becomes AB plus BQ. If you see AB plus BQ, AB plus BQ is nothing but AQ only. So in place of AB plus BQ, we have just written AQ. Similarly, in place of CR plus CA, what can be written? AR. Okay, so this is nothing but AQ plus AR. Okay, and now in place of AQ, in place of your AR, what we can write? We can write AQ. Why so? In place of AR, why we can write AQ? Because again, AQ and AR are equal. AQ is equal to AR because they are also the tangent drawn from the same point A to the circle. So they are also equal. So we have replaced AR as AQ. So this is nothing but twice of AQ. Okay, this is nothing but twice of AQ. This is the perimeter of the triangle. So if we change the side, perimeter of triangle is ABC, coming out to be twice of AQ. So if we change the side, so we can write down always AQ is equal to half of perimeter, AQ equal to half of perimeter of triangle ABC. So this is what was supposed to be proven, and we have proven this here. Okay, that is right. Okay, let's go for the next one. Question number 33. A solid is in the shape of a right circular cone surmounted on a hemisphere, the radius of each of them being 7 centimeter and the height of the cone is equal to. So let us make the diagram first. The cone is surmounted by the hemisphere. So let us let us draw the hemisphere first. Okay, this is how the hemisphere looks. Okay, and it surmounts the cone over it. So let us have the cone with us. Okay, this is the conical shape. Okay, so the hemisphere has surmounted the cone. And how much is the total length? They say the radius is 7 centimeters. So from here to here, or either here to here, you can write it as 7 centimeters. So this is also 7. This is also 7. They say the height of being 7 centimeters, and the height of the cone is equal to its diameter. So how much is the diameter? Diameter of the cone is nothing but 14 centimeters. So the height of the cone should also be 14 centimeters. So from this point to this point, okay, from this point to this point, the height is 14 centimeter. Okay, height of the cone is 14 centimeter. What else is there given? And the height of the cone is equal to diameter. Find the volume of the solid. So we are supposed to find out the volume of the whole figure. Okay, volume of the figure. Okay, or the solid. How can we find out the volume of the figure? Is nothing but volume of cone plus volume of the cylinder. This is how we can find out the volume of the whole figure. Volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere, not the cylinder. Volume of the hemisphere. This is what we have to do. So what is the formula for the volume of cone? Is nothing but 1 by 3 pi r square h. What is the formula for volume of hemisphere? That is nothing but 2 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, now, in place of h, we can write 2r. In place of h, we can write 2r because that's what they have given. The height of the cone is equal to its diameter. So diameter is 2r. So in place of h, we can write 2r. So what we can write here is 1 by 3 pi r square into 2r plus 2 by 3 pi r cube as it is. Okay. If we if we add this together, this gives us nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube, because in both the sides you can see 2 by 3 pi r cube and 2 by 3 pi r cube. So it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Let us write down the value here. 4 by 3, and the pi value is going to be 22 by 7 r cube. R value is 7, so it has to be 777. Okay, let's solve this. 7 gets cancelled like this. 3 cannot go 22, so we need to solve this. And if we solve this further, it ultimately comes out to us as 1437.33 centimeter cube, and that is the required volume for the question. Now, the question number 34 has got two parts. First part is the ratio of 11 term to the 18 term of an AP is 2:3. Find the ratio of fifth term to the 21st term. Also find the ratio of the sum of the first 5 terms to sum of the first 21 terms. So let us do it. The first thing is, we know that, we are doing the first part. We know that nth term of an AP is nothing but a plus n minus 1 d. This already we know that. Okay, so there's a 11 term to the 18 term. So a11 by a18 can be written as, a11 is nothing but a plus 10d, and a18 is nothing but a plus 17d. Okay, this is what we can write. And they have given this to be 2 by 3, and they've given this ratio to be 2 by 3. So we can anytime expand this and solve. Okay, if we expand this and solve, we do cross multiply. This gives us 3a plus 30d is equal to 2a plus 34d. If we solve this further, this gives us a is equal to 4d, or we can write a is equal to 4d is the final connection between a and d. Okay, if we use this final connection for finding out again the uh, they have asked us to find out the ratio of fifth term to 21st term. So what is that going to be? A5 by A21, that will be nothing but a plus 4d divided by a plus 20d. If in place of a we write 4d, what do we get here? In place of a we write 4d, we get at 4d plus 4d divided by 4d plus 20d. This is what we get on the right hand side. This is nothing but uh, 8d over 24d, and if you cancel this out, this comes up to be 1 by 3. So what he had asked, a5 over a21 is nothing but 1 by 3. That is the right answer for the first part of the first part. Now he has also asked to calculate what? He has also got to calculate some ratio of the sum of 5 terms over the ratio of over the sum of 21 terms. He also asked us to find out this. So what is the sum of the formula? Some formula for the AP is nothing but n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d. So we're going to use this, the formula for sum of the n terms. So s5 over s21, that's what we are supposed to find out. So what will be s5? Will be 5 by 2 2a 2a plus n minus 1d, that is nothing but 4d over sum of 21 terms will be going to be 21 by 2 2a plus 20d. Okay, this is what is the expression, and we already know that a is equal to 4d. We have proven it here, so we will use this result, a is equal to 4d in numerator and denominator both sides. If we do that, this is going to be 5 by 2. If a is equal to 4d, this is going to be 8d plus 4d over 21 by 2. If a is equal to 4d, it is going to be 8d plus 20d. If we solve this further, this gives us what? S5 over S21. If you solve this further, this gives us 5 by 21 into 8d plus 4d is 12d. So it's 12d by 8d plus 20d is equal to 28d. And if you solve this further gives us 5 by 21 into 3a by 7a, and which is nothing but 5 by 49. Okay, so that is the right answer. Sum of 5 fifth term to the sum of 21 term is nothing but 5, ratio is 5 is to 49. That is the right answer of the other part as well. Okay, let us do the B part of the same question. If the sum of first 6 terms of an AP is 36 and that of the first 16 terms is 256, find the sum of first 10 terms. This is what we are supposed to do. Let us put it a little down. They said sum of the first 6 terms is 36. So we'll write that here. Sum of 6 terms. Okay, we are doing the part B. S6 is given out to be 36. Similarly, sum of 16 terms. So S16 is given out to be 256. And let us expand the formula of sum, that is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d. So 6 term it is 6 by 2 2a plus 6 minus 1, that is 5d. This is S6. What is going to be S16? S16 is going to be and this particular thing is given out to be 36. S16 is again going to be 16 by 2 2a plus 15d. Okay, and the value of this is given out to be 256. Okay, let us frame the equations and try to solve this. So the first equation becomes like, if you solve the first one, it becomes 2a plus 5d is equal to 12. That is the first equation that has been drawn from this thing. Okay, if we solve the another equation, that gives us 2a plus 15d is equal to 32. This has been drawn from this. Okay, these are the two equations drawn. We can easily solve this by subtracting the first and second. So what do we get? If we subtract a, 2a and 2a gets cancelled. 10d is equal to 32 minus 12 is nothing but 20. So d value comes out to be 2. Using the value of d as 2, we can find out a value. We can put this d in any of the equation. Let us put this in equation number 1. So what do we get? 2a plus 5 into 2 is equal to 12. So 2a is equal to 12 minus 10, that is 2. So a value comes out to be 1. A value comes out to be 1. So ultimately what we are supposed to find out, we have got a as 1, d as 2. What we are supposed to find out, he has asked to find out sum of 10 terms. He has asked to find out sum of 10 terms. So the formula takes us to 10 by 2, 2a plus n minus d, 2a plus 9d we are supposed to do. So what is that? 5, a value is 1, so it's 2 plus 9d, d value is 2, so 9 into 2, 18 will be here. How much is that? 5 into 18 plus 2 is 20, so that is nothing but 100. Okay, so sum of 20 terms is coming out to be 100 as the answer. Now, there is a 250 apples of a box were weighed, and distribution of masses of the apple is given in the following table. Distribution of mass has been given. There are mass ranges are given: 18 to 100, 100 to 120, 120 to 140, 140, and so on. Number of apples are also given. So let us make a table out of this first. Okay, total number of apples have been given as 250. So we can use the fact. See, total apples are 250. So if we add the number of apples in the second cell here, so that is going to be 20 plus 60 plus 70 plus x plus 60 is equal to 250. If we add them together, this 80 plus 70, 150 plus 60, 210 plus x is equal to 250. So this gives me x value as 40. So we have already calculated the x value is 40. Now we can make the real table. Okay, so let us write the real table. First is mass. So these are the categories there: 80 to 100. Then there is 100 to 120. Then there is 120 to 140. Then there is 140 to 160. Then there is 160 to 180. These are the mass. Then number of apples that we can take as what? Can take that as x. So the values are already given. 80 to 100 value is 20, 100 to 120 is 60, 120 to 140 is 70. This is x, and x we already calculated at to be 40, and 160 to 80 is 180 is 60. So these are the number of apples. Now we are supposed to find out the mid values. Okay, mid values we'll also find out. That is x. That is going to be x. This was f, frequency. Number of apples was frequency. Now we're going to find out x. So what is the x value for the first one? Okay, the mid value of the range 80 to 100 is going to be your 90. Mid value of the range 100 to 120 is 110. And similarly, we can write all the mid values. Okay, here it will be 150 and here it will be 170. These are the middle values. Now, for the assumed mean, we have taking the help of deviation is equal to xi minus a, xi minus the assumed mean. Okay, let us assume mean to be the center value as 130. Let us take the assumed mean as 130. This is our assumed mean, and we are supposed to subtract the xi minus a. So the first value is going to be 90 minus 130, that is minus 40. Another one is 110 minus 130 minus 20. For this it is 0. For this is 20, and for this is 40. So these are the deviation values. The last column we find out as f into d. The last value that we find out is f into d. So let us do it here. Frequency into d. The frequency is first, the product is 20 into minus 40. So that is nothing but minus 80. Minus 800 rather. Another one is 60 into minus 20. That is nothing but minus 1200. Then it will be 0. then it will be 800, and the last one it will be 2400. Okay, if we do the summation FD, if we add them together, it comes out to be 1200. Similarly, if we have done the summation F, although we don't need to do summation F, it is already given out to be 250. So the value is 250. Now let us have the assumed mean formula. Okay, let us have the mean formula for this equation, for this table. So what is the mean formula? The mean x bar is always given as a plus, that is the assumed mean, plus summation fd over summation f. Let us write down the value. A was 130, summation fd has come out to be 1200 over 250. If we solve this equation, how much this gives me? This gives me 130 plus 24 by 5, that is nothing but 130 plus 4.8, and that actually comes out to be 134.8. So that is the exact mean value for this particular question. So here it goes. Okay, so we have also to find the modal mass of the apple. The part second is also available. Find the modal mass. So we just elongate a little more down. We have to find the modal mass as well. Okay, that is the second part of the second B part. Okay, so what is the formula for mode? The formula for mode is nothing but L plus F1 minus F0 over twice of F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Okay, what all these values are? L is nothing but the lower class limit, F1 is nothing but the frequency of the desired class of the modal class, F0 is nothing but the frequency of the preceding class, F2 is nothing but the frequency of the succeeding class, and H is nothing but the class width. So let us use the values from the table. L is nothing but the lower class limit, so lower class limit, and we need to find out the modal class first. Okay, the modal class is which particular class? The modal class which has got the highest frequency. Okay, let us see the table once again, and then will we find out the modal class which has got the highest frequency. Which particular value has got the highest frequency? The category called as 120 to 140. Category called as 120 to 140 has got the highest frequency, that is 70. So this becomes our modal class, class with the highest frequency. The modal class is 120 to 140, and the frequency for that particular modal class, which we'll take as our F1, is nothing but 70, frequency of the modal class. Now, let us go back to the variable. L is the nothing but the lower class limit. So lower class limit is nothing but 120. Okay, H was the class size, so it is nothing but 140 minus 120 is 20 is the class size. Then F1 is the frequency of the succeeding the preceding class. So how much F1 is already taken as 70. F0 is the frequency of the preceding class. So what is the frequency over the preceding class of this? So the frequency over behind 70 was 60. So L F0 value becomes 60. Similarly, F2 is nothing but the frequency of the succeeding class. So what is the frequency of the class next to our 71 is 40. So F2 becomes 40. So these are the value that we have got. And let us apply all this value into the formula to find out the mode. Okay, so the mode can be calculated as 120 plus 70 minus 60 over twice of 70 minus 60 minus 40 and multiplied by 20. Okay, so let us solve this further. This is 120 plus this is 70 minus 60 is 10 over 70, 140. 140 minus 100 is 40 into 20. So if you cut this like this is 2 and this is 5. So it's always coming out to be 125. So the mode value is 125. That was asked in the question. Now, there is a case study given to us. Okay, this is section E. A coaching institute of mathematics conducts classes in two batches, first and second. Fees for rich and poor children are different. In batch 1, there are 20 poor and 5 rich children, whereas in batch 2, there are 5 poor and 25 rich children. The totally monthly collection of fees from batch 1 is 9,000 and from the other batch is 26,000. Assume that each poor child pays rupees X per month, for each rich child pays rupees Y per month. Okay, based on the above information, we are supposed to make some equations and we are supposed to solve them. So what they're asking, the first one is represent the information given above in terms of X and Y. So we can always represent this. See, what is this saying? Poor child. Poor child pays how much? Poor child fees is nothing but X rupees, and rich child fee is nothing but Y rupee. Okay, so they are saying in first batch, if we talk about the first batch, what is happening in first batch? 20 poor child and 5 rich child are there. There are 20 poor child and 5 rich child. This is the composition of the first batch. So, and each particular poor child pays X rupees and each particular rich child pays 5 rupees. y rupees. So what is the composition becomes? So the composition becomes, there are 20 poor child and each pay x rupees. So the total fees paid by poor children is 20x. Plus there are y rich people, y rich child, and there is there are five rich people, five rich students, and each child pays how much rupees? Y rupees. So it becomes 5y. And the total fee that is coming out from the first batch is, they have also given that the monthly collection of fees from the first batch is 9,000. So this total should become equal to 9,000. Okay, this is the first equation also. This is the first equation also. And we have to find out we have to represent the situation for the other batch also. So what is happening in the second batch? So how much is what is the composition of the second batch is? In the second batch there are five poor and 25 rich children, right? 4 and 25 rich children. So we can again frame the equation. Fee paid by one poor child is x rupees. So 5 child will pay 5x rupees. Similarly, fee paid by one rich child is y rupees. There are 25 rich children. So 25 rich children will pay how much? 25y. And the total is also given. The collection from the batch second is 26,000. So this is 26,000. So this becomes our equation number 2. And the equation number 1 and equation number 2 is also the answer of the first part of the question. Now, what are they asking in the second part? They are saying they find the monthly fee paid by a poor child. So for this, we need to solve the two equations. So let us do it down. What are our equation? 20x plus 5y is 9,000. First equation is 20x plus 5y is equal to 9,000. And another equation is, or another equation is 5x plus 25 is equal to 26,000. 5x plus 25y is equal to 20,000. This is our first equation and this is our second equation. That's what we have found out. So let us simplify this equation and try to solve. Okay, if you simplify the first equation, okay, and if you take the 5 as common, so what do you get? 20x plus 5y is equal to 9,000. Okay, so we can anytime solve this. So let us take some common. So the first equation is 5x plus 25. Second is 5x plus 25 is equal to 26,000. Okay, we can cut the second equation. Okay, we can take the 5 common. So this can be written as, we are doing operating the second one. X plus 5y is equal to, we have taken the 5 as common, is nothing but, uh, this was 26,000 rather. So x plus 5y is nothing but 5,200. That is fifth divisible of 26,000 is 5,200. Okay, and the first equation in itself with us is 20x plus 5y. Okay, 20x plus 5 is the first equation. Let us make this as third equation. Then we can anytime operate third and one together because 5y is common in both. So if we subtract the first and third, what do we get? 20x minus x is 19x, and 5y gets cancelled, is equal to 9,000 minus 5,200, that is nothing but 3,800. So if we cut this, x value comes out to be 200. Okay, and what was x? X was nothing but the fee paid by the poor child. That's what we assume x to be, fee paid by the poor child, and that's what they had asked in the part second also. How much the fee paid by the poor child, and that was x, and x had comes out to be 200. So poor child fee is nothing but 200 rupees. Is nothing but 200 rupees. This is the first part of the answer. What else they have asked? They was find the monthly fee per poor child. So that was the only answer they were expecting, and we have given them. One more thing, in the other or part, they go find the difference in the monthly fee paid by a poor child and a rich child. For that purpose, we need to find out the monthly fee paid by rich child also. So you've got the value of x as 200. Let us replace this x into some equation. Let us replace this particular x into equation number 3 itself. If we do that, what does this gives us? This is 200 plus 5y is equal to 5,200. So 5,200, then 5y is nothing but 5,200 minus 200 is 5,000. So y value comes out to be nothing but 1,000 rupees. Okay, so the fee paid by a poor rich child is 1,000 rupees. Now they had asked for the difference of the poor fee, poor child fee minus the rich child fee. Okay, this is what they had asked for the difference. So rich child fee is 1,000 rupees and the poor child fee is 200 rupees. So what is the difference? The difference comes out to be 800 rupees. So this is the answer of the other part as well. One more thing they have asked, if there are 10 poor and 20 rich children in a batch second, what is the total monthly collection of fees from batch second? So let us write. They are saying the batch second composition has changed. Now what is the batch second got? Batch second has got 10 poor and 20 rich. 10 poor and 20 rich children, and we know the fee paid by the poor child is 200, so we can write 10 into 200 plus fee paid by the rich child is 1000. There are 20 rich child, so 20 into 1000. Okay, this gives us how much? 200 to 10 is going to be 2000 plus 20,000. If we add this together, this gives us the value as 22,000. So the collection of the batch second with a different composition will be 22,000 rupees. That is the final answer. Now, there is a third question number 37 in front of us. What are they saying? Radio towers are used transmitting a communication service, and radio and television, the tower will either act as an antenna and the support. On similar concept, the radio station tower was built. So tower A is supported by wires from point O, and so there are two wires, OA and OB. Okay, that can be seen here. OA and OB are the two wires entangled at O and supporting the tower. Distance between the base of the tower and the point O is 36 centimeter. This particular distance is given here. This is 36 centimeter already given here. What are they asking? From point O, the angle of elevation. So angle of elevation is also given. Angle of elevation to the point B is 30 degree and to the point A is 45 degrees. So this is all clear in the figure. So let us try to solve the question. What are they asking? The first part they're asking, find the length of the wire from point O to the top of the section B. So we are supposed to find out OB. In the first part itself, we are supposed to find out OB. Okay. So let us apply, if you see triangle, so let's say the length of the wire. Let us assume the OB is equal to X centimeter. Okay, let us assume the OB is equal to X centimeter. Now, if you see the triangle BOP, what is happening in triangle BOP? If we apply cos 30 degree, cos is nothing but base over hypotenuse. So base of the triangle BPO is nothing but 36. Hypotenuse, we are supposed to find out OB, or we can write this as 36 over X also. The value of cos 30 is nothing but root 3 by 2. Value of cos 30 is nothing but root 3 by 2. So we can solve for x. So x root 3 is nothing but 72. So we can write x is equal to, if we 72 by root 3, and then we can apply multiplication of root 3 from the numerator and denominator side. So this 3, so this is nothing but, this comes out to be 12 plus 2 root 3. This comes out to be 12 plus 2 root 3. This is the final value of x, 12 plus 2 root 3 centimeter. This is also the value of the wire of the length. So this is 12 plus 2 root 3 and 12 into 2 root 3. So this is nothing but 24 root 3. The value of the length of the wire is 24 root 3 centimeter. Okay, that's what they had asked. Length of the wire of OB is coming out to be 24 root 3 centimeters. So the first part is done. Now let us see the other part. Okay, find second. The second is find the distance AB. We are supposed to find out the distance AB. So for that, we need to see the other triangle. Let us see the triangle. We are doing the second part here. Okay, we are doing the second part here. Let us see the triangle APO. If you see the triangle APO, so we can always say 1045 degree because that is a bigger triangle. 1045 is nothing but perpendicular over base. So what is the perpendicular of the bigger triangle is going to be your the whole tower's length. That is nothing but AP divided by base. Base is nothing but 36 itself. So 1045 value is nothing but 1. So by that we can get AP value as 36 centimeter only. 36 centimeter only is the AP value. Okay. Now let us see further. They have asked for the distance AB. So we have just found out the point AP. So for finding out the distance AB, we are supposed to find out PB also. So let us go back to triangle PBO. Okay, in triangle PBO, if we apply 1030, that is perpendicular over base, the perpendicular of the triangle is 1030 is BP by PO, and so it is BP by PO, and PO value is nothing but 36 centimeter already given, and 1030 value is nothing but 1 over root 3. Okay, so by this we can get BP value as 36 root 3. By this we can get BP value as 36 root 3. If we solve this further, this gives us 36 over root 3, not root 3, 36 over root 3. And if we solve this, this comes out to be ultimately 12 root 3 centimeters. So that is the value of BP comes out to be. Okay. Now, they has asked for, what are they asking in this? They find the distance AB. So we know the BP value also. Okay. Now we know the BP value also 12 root 3, and we know the we know the BP value as 12 root 3. And similarly, do we know the AB value? AB value we are supposed to find out. We know the BP value as 12 root 3 and we know the AP value somewhere calculated. No, AP value is not yet to be calculated. So let us go down to the other part of it. Okay, the AP value is yet to be calculated. No, AP value is 36 centimeter. That is already given, I believe. Yes, AP value is 36 centimeter. The height of the tower is already given in the question. Okay, there where they given the height of the tower is between the base of the tower and point O is 36 centimeter. OP value is 36 centimeter and OP value is nothing but equal to AP also because there was 1045 use. So OP value was nothing but equal to AP also. So AP value is 36 centimeter. Okay. AP value is 36 centimeter and we have got the BP value also. BP value is nothing but 12 root 3 centimeter. So we are supposed to find out AB. AB can be calculated by AP minus BP. Okay. That is nothing but 36 minus 12 root 3. Okay. That is what is, this is how we can get the AB value. Okay. That is 36 root 3, 36 minus 12 root 3. Okay. This is the ultimate value of that AB 36 minus 12 root 3 centimeters. So we can leave it like that also, or we can put the root 3 value also and then supposed to find out. Okay, the both the things are equal. Now let us go down to another part, which is find the area of triangle OPB. Okay, we are supposed to find out the area of triangle OPB. OPB. So we know the area formula is half of base into height. Half of base into height. That is the formula for the area of a triangle. And let us see the triangle OPB. What are the base and what are the height? So if you see the triangle OPB, the base value is 36. Look at this, base value is 36 and height is BP, and BP we have already calculated to be 12 root 3 centimeter. Already we have calculated BP to be 12 root 3 centimeter. So let us put down the values there. Half of base into height, that is nothing but half of base value is 36 into height value is nothing but your 12 root 3. Okay, this is what the height value. Let us solve this further. If you cut the numbers, it becomes 18 into 12 root 3. So it is nothing but your 216 root 3 centimeter square. So that is the area value that is they are asked, 216 centimeter square. Okay, what else they are? Find the height of the section A from the base of the tower. Okay, they are asking for the height of the section A from the base of the tower. Okay, so height of the section A, height of the section A from the base of the tower. Okay, the base of the tower and section A are separated by, we have already calculated this to be 36 centimeter. There where we have calculated the value of AP. Okay, so they have asked nothing new, that they are asking the same thing again. So we can say height of the tower is always going to be the length of the AP. Height of the tower is nothing but length of the AP that we have already calculated 36 centimeter while we calculated the area. So that is the answer of this question as well. Now we have another case study. What all they saying? There are 8 ball. 8 ball is a game played on a pool table with 15 balls numbered 1 to 15. There is a specific cue ball that is solid and white. Of the 15 numbered balls, 8 are solid non-white, or we can say colored, and number 1 to 8. So 1 to 8 are 7 stripped balls. Okay, 1 to 8 are stripped balls, and stripped balls are numbered 9 to 15. Okay, 8 are solid colored and numbered 1 to 8, and 7 are stripped ball number 9 to 15. So the stripped balls are numbered 9 to 15 and the colored or the non-white one are numbered 1 to 8. This is what is the structure of the balls in the game. The 15 numbered pool balls, no cue balls, are placed in a large bowl in a mix, and then one ball is drawn out of a random. So 15 ball have been kept in a bowl and one ball is picked up random. What are they asking? What is the probability that the drawn ball bears a number 8? Okay, let us solve the question. Okay, we know the probability. The probability is nothing but number of favorable outcomes. The formula for probability is number of favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. This is the formula of probability, favorable outcome divided by total number of outcomes. Okay, so they have asked us to find out the probability of getting a number 8. So only one number 8 is available. Okay, in the whole 1 to 15 bunch, or there will be one ball only which will be numbered as 8. So the number of favorable outcome is just 1 over total outcomes are total number of balls that are 15. So the probability of the first part becomes 1 by 15. That is the probability of getting the number 8 comes out to be 1 by 15. Let us do the second part. What is there in the second part? They've asked, what is the probability that the drawn ball bears an even number? So we need to know how many even numbers are there between 1 to 15. Let us write down those even numbers. Can be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So these are the even number available there. And how much is the total? They are 7 in number. There are 7 even numbers. So probability of even number is nothing but favorable outcome are 7, total outcomes are 15. So the probability is 7 by 15. That is the answer of the second part as well. Now there is OR given, and then we have to find out what is the probability that the drawn ball bears a number which is a multiple of 3. Okay. The another question is what is the probability that the drawn ball bears a multiple of number 3. So we have to supposed to find out probability of multiple of 3. This is what we are supposed to find out, probability of multiple of 3. So how many multiple of 3 are available? Then let us see 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. These are the multiple of 3 available. And what is the total number of them? The total number of balls which are multiple 3 are 5. 5 in number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So probability of multiple of 3 is nothing but 5 by 15. That is nothing but your 1 by 3. That is the answer for this part as well. Okay, let us see the last part, that is third part. What are they saying? What is the probability that the drawn ball is solid colored and bears an even number? Solid colored and bears an even number. So if we have seen the composition, solid colored and even number balls are your 2, 4, 6 and 8 only. Solid colored it should be there and even number should also be there. So matching the both the condition together are 4 balls only, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So the required probability is nothing but 4 divided by 15. So that is the right answer for this part as well, 4 by 15. Okay, so the question says the distance between the point 0.5 and -31 is. Okay, so for that we know there is a distance formula. Distance formula is under root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is the very distance formula that we bring. So this is your x1 and y1 coordinates, and these are your x2 and y2 coordinates. Where we can assume this like that. Now let us put the value of the x1, x2 and y1, y2 into distance formula. So what are the values that we get? X1 value is 0. So 0 minus -3 whole square plus y1 minus y2, so 5 minus 1 whole square. Okay, if we calculate this further, this becomes 9 plus 16, that is nothing but root 25, and the root 25 value is nothing but 5. So the distance between these 2 points is nothing but 5 units. Next, if tan theta value is x by y, then what is the cos theta is equal to? Okay, so tan theta in any of the right triangle is nothing but perpendicular over base. So let us assume the perpendicular is x and let us assume the base value is y. So if in a right triangle, we can mark it like that. This is theta, perpendicular is x and the base value is y. So we are supposed to find out the hypotenuse. For hypotenuse, we can use the Pythagoras theorem, which is perpendicular square plus base square. So we can have x square plus y square, that is the hypotenuse square value. So the hypotenuse value comes out to be under root of x square plus y square. So this is the hypotenuse value. Now we are supposed to find out the cos theta. So cos theta is nothing but base upon hypotenuse. So the base value is as it is the y, and the hypotenuse value is just calculated as x square plus y square. So this will be the cos theta's value, which matches with the option number B, y upon x square, under root x square plus y square. So that is the right answer. Next, the zeros of the polynomial this are. So we need to solve this particular polynomial for its zero or for its roots. So the polynomial is 3x square plus 11x minus 4. We can do this by Sridharachar also, or we can break this into different factors also. So basically we are supposed to find out the factor of 4 into 3, that is -12. Factors of -12 that can be broken down as 11. So we can easily break this down as 3x square plus 12x minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. So 12x minus x will only give you 11x, and these are the factors. So these are the difference of they are the pair of the 12 also. So we can take 3x as common, so this is x plus 4. Then keeping -1 as common, then I can again find x plus 4 is equal to 0. So this is 3x minus 1 and x plus 4 is equal to 0. So there are two factors or two roots of this equation are coming. X is 1 by 3 and x is also -4. So the two factors are 1 by 3 and -4, which is available in option number A. So that is the right answer. Next, if p is a root of the quadratic equation x square minus p plus qx plus k equal to 0, then value of k is required. Okay, that is what is the question given. Okay, let us just see what is happening. So p is the root of this equation. Let me write the equation once again. X square minus p plus q x plus k is equal to 0. So p is the roots, then p should satisfy. Okay, if p is the root of this equation, then p should satisfy the equation. Okay, p should satisfy the equation. Then let us put p as x. So what do you get? You get p square minus p plus q is L as it is. X is p now plus k is equal to 0. How much is this? P square minus pq plus k is equal to 0. If we solve this further, p square gets cancelled. So we remain with k is equal to pq, and that's what required. The value of k is pq, and that is available in option number D, and that is the right answer. Next, cards bearing numbers 3 to 20 are placed in a bag and mixed thoroughly. A card is taken out of the bag at random. What is the probability that the number on the card taken out is an even number? Okay, so the card are numbering from 3 to 20. So how many total cards are there? So total cards are from 3 to 20 are 18 in number. So that is the total number of cards over there. Now, what is the card that is required? It's taken out of the bag random. What is the probability that number on the card out is an even number? So how many even numbers between 3 to 20 are? Let us count, starting from 4, then 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 will not be taken because he has asked for the numbers between 3 to 18. So sorry, between 3 to 20. So 18 will be taken, but 20 will not be taken. So these are the numbers that are even numbers between 3 to 20. What is their actual number? There are in all, there the total number of such numbers is 9. There are 9 in number. So the probability of anything is number of favorable outcomes divided by number of total outcome. Favorable outcomes are 9. Total outcomes are 18. So this is the probability, that is 1 by 2, which matches with the option B, 1 by 2. Okay, so what is in the next question? The condition for the system of linear equation ax plus by equal to c, lx plus my equal to n to have a unique solution. Okay, so let's just quickly compare these equation. Ax plus by minus c equal to 0. This is the first equation. Let us compare this with a1x plus b2y plus c1 equal to 0. And we have one more equation, that is lx plus my minus n equal to 0. Let us compare this with a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Let us compare like that. Now, so we can get the a1, a2, b1, b2, c1 with c2 value all there. Okay, now what we are supposed to do? So let us find out a1 by a2. So a1 by a2 is how much? A1 value is a2 value is l. So a1 by a2 is nothing but a by l. A1 by a2 is nothing but a by l. And then what, let us find out b1 by b2 also. What is the b1 by b2 value? B1 value is b and b2 value is m. Okay, so b1 value is b, b2 value is m. So the condition for the system equation to have a unique solution is nothing but a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. That is the condition for a unique solution, always is. So our values are a by l should not be equal to b by m. So this is the condition that is there. So the required condition is am should not be equal to bl. So that is the required condition and will be the answer, which is available in option number A. So that is the right answer. Next, find the ratio in which y-axis divide the line segment joining the points 5, minus 6 and minus 1, 4. So let us have the join of these points. 5 minus 6 is 1 point and another point is minus 1 minus 4. These are 2 points. Okay, we have to find out in what ratio does the y-axis divides this line. So suppose this is the y-axis, this is y and this is y dash. Okay, suppose this is the y-axis. So we are supposed to know that y-axis divides this particular line segment in one ratio. In what ratio? So let us say the ratio is k is to 1. So let us say the ratio, required ratio is, let the ratio is k is to 1, which is the required ratio here. Now we can always have the x1, y1 values. These are the x1 and y1 value, and these are the x1 and x2 and y2 values. Rather, x1, y1, x2, y2 are given. Now let us use the section formula in the scene. Okay, there is a section formula for this particular question that can be solved out as. So section formula says x coordinate of the point where it is dividing is nothing but m1 x1 plus m2 x2, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 over m1 plus m2. This is the x coordinate of that. So our m1 and m2 are k. K is m1 and m2 is 1. K is m1 and m2 is 1. x1 by 1, x2 by 2 are already written. So let us put it. And the x coordinate on the y-axis obviously 0. On the y-axis, if y-axis is cutting that, so on the y-axis has got the x coordinate as 0. So the x coordinate is 0. M1 value is k, x2 value is minus 1, plus m2 value is 1, x1 value is 5, okay, upon m1 plus n2, that is k plus 1. So obviously this k plus 1 comes in here and makes it 0. So it is minus k plus 5 is equal to 0. So k value comes out to be 5. Okay, k value comes out to be 5. So what is the required ratio? The required ratio was k is to 1. So now the required ratio is k is to 1, that is 5 is to 1. And that is the right answer. Ratio is 5 is to 1. Next. Now they are saying prove that sine theta plus cos theta into tan theta plus cot theta is equal to sec theta plus cosec theta. Okay, so let us take the left hand side. Okay, what is there in the left hand side is sine theta plus cos theta multiplied by tan theta plus cot theta. This is the right hand side. Okay, let us open the tan theta and cot theta. Okay, so left hand side is as it is, sine theta plus cos theta. And in place of tan theta, we can obviously write sine theta by cos theta. That is the trigonometric ratio. Plus similarly for cot theta, we can write cos theta upon sine theta. That is the expansion of cot theta. Now let us take the LCM in inside. Left hand side is as it is common. Sine theta plus cos theta is as it is. Okay. If we take the common part, so it is going to be sine theta cos theta, and the LCM and of the operator bar sine theta plus cos theta. Okay. So this is what it becomes. Sine theta plus cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. This rather becomes cos theta is already there. So this becomes sine square theta plus cos square theta. This becomes sine square theta plus cos square theta. Okay, which is nothing but 1. Okay, the identity, there's an identity which says sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. That is what is the identity. So obviously this is going to be 1. So it's like sine theta plus cos theta is 1 by sine theta cos theta, is 1 by sine theta cos theta. So how much this becomes? It becomes sine theta plus cos theta divided by sine theta cos theta in the product. So let us break this down. So if you break this, this becomes sine theta over sine theta cos theta plus cos theta over sine theta cos theta. So this is where it can be cut. Sine theta can be cut from this and cos theta can be cut from this. So what we do, we remain with 1 upon cos theta, that is nothing but sec theta. We remain with 1 upon cos theta, that is nothing but sec theta. And also we remain with 1 upon sine theta, that is nothing but cosec theta. So it's going to be sec theta plus cosec theta. Okay, so and that is what is the right hand side. Okay, that is what is the right hand side. So we can every time prove left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this has been proved like that. Next, what is there in the next one? They say a natural number when increased by 12 equals 160 times of its reciprocal. Let us try to do this. This is the first part, that is A part. Let the natural number is x. Let the natural number which is being asked be x. So they say if when increased by 12, so x plus 12 will become 160 times of its reciprocal, that is 160 into reciprocal means the multiplicative inverse, that is 1 by x. So this is what is the first situation. So we can every time solve this, we can bring this down here. So x square plus 12x is equal to 160, or rather we can make an equation out of this. X square plus 12x minus 160 is equal to 0. Okay, now we are supposed to solve this. So we can every time break this as x square plus 20x minus 8x, because 160's two factors are 20 and 8, whose subtraction can be written as 12. 20x minus 8x minus 160 is equal to 0. Taking the x common, it gives you x plus 20, minus taking the 8 common will give you x plus 20 again is equal to 0. It's going to be x minus 8 and x plus 20 is equal to 0. That gives you two values of x. One is 8, another value is minus 20. So these are the two values of 8 you get. Obviously minus 20 cannot be right because it is a natural number. So minus 20 cannot be a natural number. So the right answer is x equal to 8. So that right answer is x equal to 8 for the A part. Now let us do the B part as well. Okay, what is there in the B part? They say if one root of quadratic equation this is 0 is thrice the other root. Okay, one root of the quadratic equation is thrice the other root, then find out the value of k. So let's say the first root is, let's say the one root is alpha. So the other root will be, 3 alpha, because he has said the one root is thrice the other. So one root is alpha, other root is 3 alpha. So let us find out the sum of roots. Okay, let us find out the sum of root, that is nothing but alpha plus beta, but we don't have beta here. In place of beta we have 3 alpha, is equal to always minus b upon a. Okay, now let us compare our equation with the standard one and find out what are a, b, c and value. C value, the equation was x square plus 12x minus k equal to 0. If we compare this with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we get the value of a as 1, value of b as 12 and value of c as minus k. These are the values that we get. So alpha plus beta, that is sum of root is minus b upon a. So that means alpha plus 3 alpha is going to be minus b upon a. B value is 12. So minus 12 upon a value is 1. So it's going to be minus 12 only. So we can say 4 alpha is minus 12. So alpha comes out to be minus 3. So the value of alpha comes out to be minus 3. So the other root will be how much? So other root will be 3 thrice of alpha. So it will be 3 into minus 3, that is minus 27. So these are the two roots that we have, minus 3 and minus 27. The roots are there with us. We have to find out the value of k. For finding out the value of k, let us use the product of roots. Let us use the product of roots. Product of roots can be calculated by c by a. We have all the values of a, b and c. So let us put it. So c is nothing but minus k, a is nothing but 1, is equal to product of root, that is minus 3 into minus 27. Okay, that is nothing but 81. So k value minus k comes out to be 81. The k value comes out to be minus of 81. So that is going to be the right answer. K comes out to be minus 3 into minus 27 would have made it 81. Okay, alpha, and we were supposed to do the product. So minus 3 into 27 we have done. Okay, alpha into 3 alpha. So that is giving it 3 into alpha into 3 alpha. The alpha value came out to be minus 3 only. So 3 alpha came out to be minus 9. The 3 value came out to be minus 1. Okay, there's a mistake here. Alpha value is minus 3 and 3 alpha will be minus 3 into 3, that is going to be minus 9. Okay, that is going to be minus 9, not minus 27. It is going to be minus 9. 3 alpha. So we are supposed to product 3 minus 3 and minus 9 together. We have to supposed to product minus 3 and minus 9 together. That will not be 81. That will rather be just 27. That will rather be just 27. This is a small correction. So the k value will also come out to be not minus 81 but minus 27. Will come out to be minus 27, and that is the right answer with us. Now, there's the next question. What is he saying? The sum of first 7 terms of an AP is 182. If its fourth term and 17 terms are in the ratio 1:5, find the AP. Okay, let us try to do this. Let us do the A part first. What all is saying? Sum of 7 terms is 182. So we can write S7 is 182. Okay, and then we can write down the formula of sum. Sum of n term is nothing but n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So for 7 term, it is 7 by 2, 2 into a, which is not available with us. The first term is not available with us, plus n minus 1, that is 7 minus 1, and the common difference is not also given. So d is equal to 182. This is the first thing that we get. Okay, and this has come by the formula Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1. This is the formula of the sum of the AP. So that's what we have used here also. If you simplify this particular equation, this gives us 2a plus 6d is equal to 182 into 2 by 7. That is nothing but 52. And so if we take 2 common, it gives us a plus 3d is equal to 26. A plus 3d is equal to 26. So that becomes our first equation. A plus 3d equal to 26. Now the another thing that they have given is the fourth term and the 17th term are in the ratio 1:5. So let us write T4 by T5 is 1 by 5. That is what is the ratio given. So we know the T4th value will be a plus 3d. Okay, T's 5 value will be a plus, it's not 5, it's rather 15. So it's 17, fourth and the 17th term. Okay, fourth and the 17th term. So it will be a plus 16d. Okay, and the ratio is given out to be 1 by 5. If we cross multiply, what do we get? 5a plus 15d is equal to a plus 16d. And if we simplify this further, this gives us 4a This gives us 4a is equal to 16 minus 15 is just d. So 4a is equal to d, or we can write a is equal to d by 4 also. We can do any replacement, 4a equal to d or a equal to d by 4. Let us do this replacement 4a equal to d in the equation number 1. Okay, so what do we get? So a plus 3 into 4a is equal to 26. So this is nothing but 12a plus a is 13a is equal to 26. So the a value comes out to be 2 for us. Okay, and what is the d value? D is nothing but 4a, so d value comes out to be 4 into 2, that is 8. So a is 2, d is 8. So let us make the AP. First value will be 2, then will be 2 plus 8 will be 10, then will be 10 plus 8 will be 18, then will be 18 plus 8, that will be 26, and so on. This AP will continue. So this is our required AP that was asked in the question: 2, 10, 18, 26, and then so on. So this is what is the required AP that they had asked for. Now there's one more question also. What they say, sum of first q terms of an AP is this much. If its pth term is minus 60, find the value of p. Also find the 11th term of the AP. So there are multiple questions in this. Let us go for it one by one. Sum of first q terms of an AP is given. So SQ is given as, we are doing the B part here. SQ, sum of q terms, is given as 63q minus 3q square. 63q minus 3q square. So if you want to know the sum of first term, that is nothing but first term only. We'll have to put q as 1. So that is 63 into 1 minus 3 into 1 square. How much is that? 63 minus 3, that is nothing but 60. Okay, so the first term becomes 60. Okay, S1 comes out to be 60, and that is what is the A also. So A value is 60, the first term. Similarly, if you want to find out the second sum of second term, we have to put Q is equal to 2. So S2 is equal to 63 into 2 minus 3 into 2 square. So this gives us how much? 126 minus 12, and that is nothing but how much? 114. That is the sum of second terms. Okay, sum till the second term. Now, we have a formula which says Tn is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. This formula is there with us. So, if you want to know the second term, we can have S sum of second term minus S1. So, we have both the things. S2 is 114 minus S1 is the first term itself, that is 60. So, how much is the T2 coming out to be? The T2 comes out to be that 60. 114 minus 60 is 54. So, the T2 comes out to be simply 54. The T2 comes out to be 54. Okay. So the first term is now available with us, and second term is also available with us. Let us scroll it down further and try to solve things. Okay. If we scroll it down further, what do we get? A value is reached with us. That is, A value is nothing but our 60 itself, and the second term that is T2 is 54. Okay. So these are the two values that we have got. Now let us find out the D. D will be nothing but second term minus the first term, that is 54 minus 60, that is nothing but minus 6. So this is the D value as minus 6. Now what they have asked? They have asked that pth term is minus 60. They have given in the another part is pth term is minus 60. So let us put the formula of nth term, that is a plus n minus 1d. So for pth term, it will be a plus p minus 1d is equal to minus 60. Okay, the formula has been used. We know the a and d value also, so we can write down, in place of a, we can write down 60 plus p minus 1, and d value we have just calculated to be minus 6 is equal to minus 60. If we solve this further, this gives us p minus 1 is equal to minus 120 over minus 6, that is nothing but 20. So p minus 1 is 20. So how much is p? P is nothing but 21. Okay, so that was required. They asked for the p, and the p has come out to be 21. Now they're asking for the 11th term. They're asking for the 11th term, that is T11. T11 can be calculated as a plus n minus 1d, that is a plus 10d. Now the a value is obviously 60, and the d value is obviously minus 6. So if you write the values like that, you can calculate for T11. The T11 comes out to be 60 plus 10 into minus 6, that is nothing but 60 minus 60, that is nothing but 0. So the T11 term comes out to be 0, and that is the final answer. So now there is 11th question. Prove that a parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Okay, so the first part of the question, that is A, is prove that a parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Okay, so let us draw the parallelogram which can circumscribe a circle. Okay, so this is a shape of a parallelogram, and let us have the circle inside it, which can be circumscribed. Okay, so let's have the circle like this. So this is a parallelogram circumscribing a circle. Let us name the parallelogram. Okay, let us name the parallelogram, like we can name this as A, B, C, and D. And then we can name the inner part of the parallelogram where the circle touches the sides of the parallelogram. This is P, this is Q. Let's say the upper part is R, this is R, and this is S. And let's have the center as O. So this is the parallelogram circumscribing a circle. Now we have to prove this parallelogram is nothing but a rhombus. Okay, so let us see. This is a parallelogram. So parallelogram has got a property. What is the property of the parallelogram? Parallelogram property is that opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Are equal. Okay, so if you see this, the opposite sides in this particular parallelogram, AB is parallel to CD or opposite to CD, and similarly BC is opposite to AD. So we can every time write AB is equal to CD, and similarly AD is equal to BC. Okay, these are the two things that we can write. We can state this as a information 1, or the equation 1, two parts of equation 1. AB is equal to CD, the opposite side, and AD is equal to BC, the opposite side of each other. Okay, now let us see the other part of the figure. So there are tangents also. This is a circle, and see AP and AS are the tangent drawn from the common point A to the circle. And there is a theorem that tangent drawn from the common point to the circle are also equal. We can write like this: tangent from common point, tangent from common point to the circle are equal. Okay, this is what is the theorem. So if you use this, then AP should be equal to AS. AP should be equal to AS. Another parallelogram and another pair of tangents is BP is equal to BQ. Okay, let us keep on naming this equation. Well, this is second, this is third. See, BP is tangent to BQ, so they should also be equal. BP is equal to BQ. One more pair of tangent is CR is equal to CQ. Okay, this is CR and this is equal to CQ, the tangent drawn from the same point, that is C. Another pair of tangent is nothing but DR is equal to DS, that is another pair. So let us name as 5. Let us name this as 4. So these are the tangent pair which are equal in nature. Now let us go back to the equation number 2, 3, 4, and 5, and if we add them, if we add 2, 3, 4, and 5 all together, if we add these four equations, what do we get? And adding left hand side to left hand side and right hand side to right hand side, what do we get? AP plus BP plus CR plus DR is equal to AS plus BQ, AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Okay, this is what all we get. Now, if you see, look at carefully, AP plus BP. AP plus BP is nothing but AB. Okay, AP plus BP or the AP plus PB is nothing but AB. Similarly, what is CR plus DR? CR plus DR is nothing but CD. If you see from the figure also, CR plus DR is CD and AP plus PB is AB. So we can name it like that also. Similarly, on the right hand side, if you see BQ and CQ, and BQ and CQ are what? Is nothing but BC. Similarly, AS and DS, what are they making? BQ and CQ made BC. What is AS and DS making? They are making simply AD. So this is what is the next information that we get. But if you see from equation number 1, AB was equal to CD and AD was equal to BC. So we can every time write AB as AB and CD can be written as AB again, because AB is equal to CD from equation 1. Similarly, AD is as it is AD and BC can also be written as AD again from equation number 1. So we can every time say that twice of AB is equal to twice of AD. That is simply AB is equal to AD. Okay, AB is equal to AD, but AB was also equal to CD from equation number 1 and AD was equal to BC from equation number 1. So all the four sides are coming equal to each other. Okay, this happens with a parallelogram which is not just the parallelogram, but which is a rhombus also, which has got all the four sides equal. So we can conclude ABCD is a rhombus, or we can say the parallelogram circumscribing the circle is nothing but a rhombus. So hence we have proved the fact. Okay, has been done. Let us go to the B part of the question. Let us see the B part of the question. There has been a diagram drawn. Okay, what else is stated about the diagram? They say that in the given figure, tangents PQ and PR. So PQ and PR are the tangents drawn from the common point P, and such that angle RPQ is 30 degree, that is already mentioned, and chord RS is there parallel to the tangent PQ. Chord RS is, so we can always draw like this, RS is parallel to PQ, these two are parallel lines. Okay, and find the measure of angle RQS. Okay, so let us see. First thing that we notice is PQ is equal to PR. Why we notice that is because they are the tangent drawn. Okay, why so? Because tangent drawn from common points. They are the tangent drawn from the common point. What is that common point? Tangent drawn from the common point P, and they should be equal. PQ is equal to PR. Okay. Now the next thing. PQ is equal to PR. So when PQ is equal to PR, so obviously triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. Is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Okay, is a isosceles triangle. PQR is an isosceles triangle. So if PQR is an isosceles triangle, then angle RQP should be equal to angle PRQ. Why so? Because angle opposite to the equal sides are also equal. Angles opposite to the equal sides of a triangle, opposite to the equal sides of a triangle are also equal. So they are the equal angles opposite to the equal sides. So they are also equal. So let's have the angle sum in triangle PQR. So if you have the angle sum in the triangle PQR, so we can write angle RQP plus angle PRQ, which are all equal, plus 30 degree, it has to be 180 degree. But angle PQR and RQP are same, so we can just write simply twice of angle PQR is equal to 180 minus 30 is equal to 150 degree. So we can say angle PQR is nothing but 75 degree. Okay, this is the first thing that we got. Angle PQR is equal to 75 degree. Now, so this particular angle PQR has come out to be 75 degree here. Now, but this particular angle PQR is an interior alternate angle with the angle QRS. Okay, this is that angle, interior alternate angle with QRS. Why so? Because these two are parallel lines. So we can write what? Angle PQR is equal to angle SRQ. They are the interior alternate angles. They are the interior alternate angles of parallel lines which are two sides which are parallel is the PQ and SR. So they are also equal. One more thing, angle PQR is also equal to angle RSQ. Why so? Because they are the angles drawn in the alternate segment. Angles drawn in the alternate segment. Okay, there's a theorem that the angle drawn whenever there is a chord and there is a chord in the circle and there's a tangent in the circle. So the interaction of chord and tangent, whatever angle is created there, that is equal to the alternate segment angle, that is RSQ, alternate segment, angle drawn in alternate segment, that is also equal. So these two are also equal. Now so they or both of them are equal to 75 degree only because angle PQ are only 75 degree. So let's have the angle sum in the triangle RSQ. If you have the angle sum in the triangle RSQ, what do we get? Angle angle RQS plus angle QRS plus angle RSQ is equal to 180 degree. But we already know the angle RSQ is equal to 75 degree, which was angle PQR. And similarly, angle QRS is also 75 degree, which was equal to PQR. So angle RQS is the only unknown part, is equal to 180 degree. If you take it other side, so angle RQS is equal to 180 minus 150. That is nothing but 30 degrees. So this is what is the measure of angle RQS, that comes out to be 30 degree, and that is the right answer, 30 degree.